The 26.
I'm getting it set out for her now.
I need a phone.
Does she have any of her own though?
It's like,
Every time I see it, I'm like, I wouldn't buy that, but Jeremy would buy that.
yeah.
It's always on the first page.
I have a feeling we have enough dice
This
around
die,
here.
when you put light through it, it looks like molten iron.
I'm literally
Oh, that's
just
pretty
buying
cool.
it.
I think we should just call Sam the
That
dice
is pretty
lord.
cool.
These are 3 sets of dice that have gone out of my rotation. If she wants one, they're hers.
Cosmic dice.
Do you want one of those sets,
I
Alex?
wonder if they sell them.
I hope so.
If they make them, they probably
That's fine.
sell them.
Oh yeah, we've all knocked those off.
Yeah, Richard more than anyone else.
Alright, I haven't, you're right. I'm lying.
No.
I'm trying to make you feel better with false statements.
Oh,
Majority.
there's-
Majority.
I
That's
have
what
not.
everybody does. I'm used to it.
A majority of us have knocked those off.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm waiting for the.
So I'm
for
trying to
the-
get rid of
Yeah.
these sets
That-
of dice.
that-
You
yeah.
want one of them?
Cyberpunk.
They're yours.
Ooh, I like that one.
You want the red
Which
metal
one?
ones?
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
Her response is
you're
always,
bad,
hey.
bad.
Look, you made a mistake.
There's
You put it where I can reach.
You're just gonna knock it over to 1
So I was
every
just
time.
There you go.
by the way.
Thank you.
I tried to Google
Thank you, Sam.
Orcish curse words, so I could switch to saying all my curse words in Orcish.
Yeah.
Ah, there you
I
go.
tell
There is
people
no
still
curse
break
word
their
for
I got
F.
super
I
lucky
can't
with
give
my
it
game too.
Can you?
Yes.
There is a
I
word
have
for
seen the caliber
like
BB players.
just
and
in general
broken token.
distinct. And I was like, I could do
Your hobby
that for
players, sorry.
some of them.
Yeah, there you go.
Like I seriously got lucky with you guys. Like I hear
Thank
so many
you.
stories from other people. Yeah, no, I started a game at Comic Kung Fu or your hobby place, and oh man, the players are so bad. I'm like, cannot empathize.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me.
You just have to find a place that's going to close down and have them have go to another place.
Right?
I will
I feel like
that.
were we the
Oh, see, this
were we
place
what
you
killed
order
us?
single
Oh,
dice.
actually, it's like,
when they started playing D&D and then they
If
died?
you can commission
Oh,
single die.
What, they were closed like a
one
month
is like
later?
$10.
Something like
The
that,
7
yeah.
set
what kind of Skittles
is
are
like
those?
70.
Every flavor is Halloween, and one of the flavors is zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
like
I'm eating 2 that taste like ass.
getting 2 asses in a row is pretty mathematical. You never go ass to mouth. You never go ass to mouth.
What about that trap?
I've only had one, thankfully. That tasted like anything other than
I got a bunch of
Skittle.
things because I have to. I only got one sit on. Well, you also.
Right.
I got 0.
Are we recording already?
I did like 20 seconds ago.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait, we've been recording.
So the video's gonna start
You
with
didn't say the
Sam.
line!
Well, hi, welcome back.
I think we were
no.
trying to avoid
There
that.
is no welcome back because this is the first start.
Yeah, you fool.
Technically, he's welcoming them back after last.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Oh no.
This would be the only time that it's okay to do.
I had shifted my parameters to not accept that income, that input.
Andrew, do the recap.
Can't wait for Christmas
I
to
just
all the
pick
dice
randomly.
to like 99-cent mystery
This one
dice.
looks like
And
they're
I'm
trying to
I'll buy
avoid
one
me.
of everyone. So we pick one of your dice.
So,
I'd be a great teacher.
World Walkers had finally made it to Lauren's Gate. Right before we actually came in, we had met a 16-year-old girl named Laura. She was running out of the woods with 2 others who basically one died and the other one was massively injured. Going into the city, we ended up trying to find them help, only to discover that they all speak a wah, 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 wah language that we cannot understand. Through a lot of fancy translating and whatnot, we get them the medical help we can. Kind of take Laura under our wing for a little while till we can get her to the Magic Academy, Elven Magic Academy. One of the things we did learn about this place is they are not too fond of the shorter races, so we did have to pay a fee to get 4 of our members in.
Mischief tax.
Yeah, mischief tax.
To be fair.
Which totally fit Matteo.
So 33% non-racist.
Yeah. Like for me, it was okay because they were red.
Yes.
We
Some mischief.
one other thing we did discover was
Yes.
that they
24.
are big on slave ownership and slave trading. So we are currently having to try and find ways to
don't have to be good at that.
manage that accordingly so we don't look outsiders as much. So we ended up getting a spot at a inn for people that are outsiders, and we're just currently trying to get. Well, actually, before we get situated to go into the desert, we're going to be trying to free a bunch of slaves we just purchased to free, based on Oglen's desire to free slaves, and that pretty much sums it up. Oh, and there's Orc warlords.
Yeah, that's right.
I would
They're
say
not there,
Oglen's
yeah.
compulsion.
But they exist in the area.
Yeah.
Because you want
We
to
should
shoot
go take them
also alpha
1v1.
It's more of a compulsion. Okay.
Opportunity to finally do something good and see it through.
Like we haven't done anything good.
Yeah.
Name one thing.
Save your soul.
I can't. We
Alright.
released like a black
Me
dragon.
too.
Like, I think
We
we've
saved a
done-
bunch of baby dragons. No, wait, that wasn't us.
I love the look on his face, and he's like, you can tell halfway through, he's like, shit, that was not us.
Also, I just want to get out there. Your face shield, if it looks kind of fuzzy, that's because there's like a plastic film that you can remove if you wish to clear it up. See how his
I
is a lot more.
asked you to do this.
There's every time I look at it, I see that it's cloudy. I'm like, does she know? I don't know.
Does
if
she
does.
know?
Hold on, let me get the second one.
There are two films.
I
One in the
love
back,
how
one
she-
in the front.
I asked you to do this.
Did not mean to cause familial strife. I just wanted to let you know your face shield is cloudy for a reason.
You done messed up.
That's right, it's got the film on both sides, doesn't it?
Don't film on
yeah.
Just trying to be helpful, guys.
Are you failing your dexterity roll?
Over and
I
over
can't
and
remember
over
which side
again.
it took off and which
Oh
I am familiar with
That's a
the,
history check.
no! Yeah, there
with
it
the
is.
specific coding. If you'd like me to take it off for you.
So, remind me how far we had made it in our attempts to get these slaves
I
out.
I think we
Purchased
just
them.
purchased them.
Fortunate, and have we reconvened in the street where
No.
Ashranen
No,
finds
we
the
ended
folks?
with you guys standing there in front of the slave market master.
No, we ended with
Congratulations, you're slave owners. The end.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
With Gordon
Yeah.
suggesting that he could free them all right now and just see where things lie.
Yeah.
It
And
ended,
he's like, no, that doesn't sound like a great idea.
That was, the last words was the translator telling us, you can just free us right now.
You can just free us.
But is she just saying that?
Well, that's her job to say stuff.
True.
I-
She's a
I've discovered how
translator.
to ignore the zombie flavored one. Just eat like 10 Skittles at once.
That's
What if all 10 are zombies?
strawberry and death?
So,
Then I'm gonna throw the bag away.
zombie rules. You're just covering it in hot sauce and you don't have to think about it.
There it is.
Yeah. Do you think that's what Sano did?
Oh, and we learned about a side quest. The
He's not
temple 1 week to the south.
Oh,
The
yeah.
zombie slaves.
It was more of a, this is where they came from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not
That's a
going there. I'm not
side
getting. I'm not
quest.
getting zombie disease.
Did I say something that made it seem like a side quest?
No, but my intuition told me that.
in his defense, we are hypersensitive.
Your intuition also
Told you to
informed you to ask somebody who specializes in selling forms of transportation if they knew what a goat was.
And your intuition also told you
When
to
did
shoot
this
the
happen?
dragon.
Really, really, really early in the campaign.
All right. And
We
then
forgive you.
last question, catching me up. For the military, like trained slaves that we got, are
Yeah.
they? Do we
I don't
know
know.
that they're
Did you
trained?
ask them?
I mean, I'm just asking a question about how
Did
they're
Oglen
here.
ask anything?
Yeah, Oglen.
I'm asking.
Did
a
Oglen
question
ask
about-
anything? Did Oglen ask anything?
I don't ask things with my eyeballs, Gordon. I just look at them and then get information.
I didn't see any dice get rolled.
Okay, so what I'm curious is like, are they armed already, or is that a thing that we would have to do ourselves?
You just bought slaves out of a pen.
I figure they're probably not armed, right?
Hey, thanks for spending this gold. Have some extra weapons so you can immediately kill us with them.
Well, I don't know.
Well, that's
Well, no, they're
You know, like
armed.
indentured servants, they were sent
now
out
that we
with
bought
guns and
half your
land.
catalog, rebellion.
Well, I hope you all took the tavern brawler feats. Good luck.
Yeah, that's right.
See, Richard's just banking on his West Virginia knowledge of how indentured servants were treated in the past that we learned in school. See, I'm backing Richard up on this one.
Yeah.
I can see why he thinks that.
I'm not sure how indentured servitude knowledge is related to being from West Virginia, but I appreciate the SAS.
Because they're always sent west.
Oh.
You must not have paid attention.
I did not pay attention in that class, obviously.
I would like to inform you that my confusion also existed. After that
Okay,
statement.
okay. All right. So
I was hoping you could eliminate it for me. So, as said, we finished with you guys having purchased the large group of individuals. And the session actually ended with the translator telling Truegar that he could command the spellcaster to actually free them all from bondage. And Truegar was basically like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea right now. Maybe later.
And to be clear, we were in the middle of the slave market.
Right.
So to immediately free them,
It's kind of sus.
Pretty suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of sus.
So that's where the session ended. That's where we pick up.
and I do remember at the very end of the session, the translator had backed away because I was a bit confused and let her know that I was not comfortable with immediately letting the slaves go.
Okay.
I would like to look at Oglen.
I believe it was Oglen and myself who were with you.
Yes.
And me.
Okay.
And
me.
Brudall.
I'm Brudall.
Okay, I'm just trying to re-establish who was there and
I
whatnot.
think we were all there.
No, you
It
all were
was-
not there.
5 of us in the room. You, to the 2 dwarves.
No, I'm wrong. All of you were there at that point.
Okay.
So you
okay.
Oh yeah, he was doing hand talk.
Yeah, you were doing secret clandestine stuff.
Yeah. Secret stuff.
So I lean towards Oglen,
Really, it
and
was
I
just
whisper.
a recipe. He's just giving you a recipe for mutton.
No one else can hear from what's in Oglen. Buy them rations, buy them cheap weapons,
Oh,
get
really?
to the gate, and we set them free. I
I
hate
heard
owning
it.
these people. Let's go.
I rolled a 22.
Sooner the better.
Roll deception or stealth. I mean, since it's words and not moving around, it's not a disadvantage if it's stealth.
It's gonna be a 9.
I want a whole bag of Skittles that tasted like that. Damn.
Deception. That's gonna be a mod 11.
Okay, fine.
Can't hide anything from me.
Nosy bitch.
All right, I agree.
First
Unfortunately,
of
I
the years.
think I've spent all the funds that I had making us get this far in our venture. I may have ways to call upon Alcar's aid for the food and water, but I'm still not sure whether he'll answer that call. But it's something we can try.
Go to the nearest ration market stall, and then we decide from there.
All right.
To all slaves, follow me. And then I turn around and I walk out the slave market towards the nearest ration stall.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, does that mean I have to follow you too? Or do I just stand there?
You are not magically bound to be my slave, so you can do what you wish.
But we do need to get food for the desert anyway.
Yeah.
Doesn't somebody have create food or water?
I did take it. I'm just not sure whether you're allowed me to use it. Okay.
Are the zombie slaves that are super cheap, half a silver or like 50 silver still there?
Oh,
I forget how much they were. 5
Yeah.
silver?
Oh, those,
Five
the money
silver.
trap. No, they're still there.
The money trap.
Well, we need food, and they are super cheap.
Hey, what you did?
Oh no.
And dirt gets smited by 1,000 angels. Oh no. Sandra's not going with it.
What's the matter? Did I leave a bad taste in your mouth?
Hi, Gordon.
Just gonna go spit that other one out.
4 of them.
Oh no, that's a lot of flesh.
All of them. Every one of the ones I just put in my mouth was zombie flavored. That's awesome.
This is national service. These have zombie flavor in them. Don't buy them.
Not sponsored.
In my defense, all I saw was the word Skittles, and I was like, "Ooh, must have, buy." And then we sat down at the table, and somebody's like, "Oh, did you get those new zombie ones?" And I'm like, "No, yes."
He said, I thought they were shark skittles.
I did. Thought they were shark Skittles. In my
And so in our telepathy to Ashranen,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I'm not sure that Dimble or I will be able to really lead much of our efforts here in Lawrence Gate. Truegar
Roll perception.
shouldered a lot of this.
anyone who wants to roll perception can roll perception.
I want to roll perception.
Nice.
Except for you two.
Natural 20.
Yep, since you two are actively speaking telepathically, you don't get to roll perception.
I asked, oh, what should we do about these,
19 or 16?
slaves
24.
that seem to have
24.
lost their minds.
18?
Oh, I guess I'm just
No,
seeing these folks.
That's what I figured.
I might be able to
Is
do
it?
something about that. Here, let me try something. And,
That's a mod 20.
well, actually, I don't know. Tell me, maybe I shouldn't be.
Everyone who has
viewing
a
these folks.
15 or higher, you notice that a few of the guards have taken an interest in you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I think we got a tail.
Okay.
I wink at you.
I see it.
All right. There might be something that I can do. This is still in telepathy for these folks, but maybe we should do it when they're not
The one
quite so many
front,
prying eyes.
Tail going down.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe we should come back later after we dealt with the massive amount of slaves we have now. I'm sure no one's gonna buy them, considering how cheap they are and how brain dead they seem.
Yeah, perhaps there's an area just outside of Lauren's Gate that we can have them staged while we collect the other things we'll need to send them on their way. A little bit outside the city might also be a place for us to work on whatever ails them and freeing them if we decide that's the route we want to go. But I think Matteo's right. We should probably get this moving before we draw too much attention. Oglen goes back to Truegar's side and begins appearing deferent.
I lean down to listen to what my my advisor has to say, and you relay everything.
And I
you
just
say.
relay what he said.
Okay. I agree. You get food.
I need both of you to roll performance.
Okay.
Alright.
See if people really believe that Oglen is deferential to Truegar.
22.
Oh, I wish I was Jim right now.
4!
He said, I wish I was Jim right now, and I was like, oh, he must have rolled really well. I was not expecting a 4. Okay.
Yes. Oglen, get the supplies. I will take them outside the gate, the south gate, right now.
Alright. Do you think I should stay with you to keep up our appearances and let Ashranen collect? Or I can go in your stead. I'm not sure that they would communicate with me quite so well.
True. Stay with me. And then I performatively, Oglen, you stay with me, and you make that elf go get the food. And then I continue towards the south gates.
Alright.
I guess I'm gonna, hurry up to Truegar. Sir, what should I do?
You come with me in case these slaves get ornery.
Roll performance at disadvantage.
Ornery.
Which one of us? Both?
You.
Oh.
You too, because it seems super, super not chill.
That's us.
Like them alligators with all them teeth and no toothbrush to brush them with.
Well, my mama told me.
Oh, please roll the year. Come on. That's going to be a modified 8.
I almost rolled the year. That's a modified 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Brudall is gonna look at Truegar and just, hey partner, maybe I could take Oglen and get that food, take care of that. You know, we are partners.
You know, after seeing this, I
Ownership
think I'm trying to walk
equals-
away. Distance myself.
Ash walks away, shaking his head dejectedly at the rest of you. And he fades into the sunset.
Like
You have your new character with you?
Like that Riddick movie, The Fury. and his
Oglen,
walks out to
hey!
the sand.
Ash, what's going on? No response.
He just anime looks over his shoulder.
It's a damn good idea, Brew. Oglen.
They're all
go
just
get the
yelling
food.
at each other in the
You, me,
slave
let's
quarters area, and I'm just like,
Alright. So Oglen got his new order and he's walking with Drew.
Thorin's walking a couple paces behind Truegar.
And we're just heading towards the south gate.
since no one told Matteo what to do, I'm gonna look for Matteo in the crowd since he's short.
What about me?
Well, I'm just following you.
Oh, Mateo's following me.
Yeah, you're my my owner.
You're a battle buddy.
Yeah.
Should go around the table, and if everyone says I'm following the guy next to me,
We're all just in a big circle.
Following
Push
the
him
nearest
over.
tall person.
If you don't remember, the Shadowwalker you saw asked where you were staying, and you assumed he was going to meet you later that night.
Yeah. So are they coming out of the building at this point?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were already on the street.
Yeah, I thought
No,
we-
you were doing all that in the middle of the month.
Yeah, you guys were in the middle of the building.
I guess we did never.
That's why I said that. That because you said that we were walking out, so I thought we were already out.
Well, we are now.
Oh no, he's broken. Dimble uses message to
Wait, is that
Oglen.
long hair?
I guess
Mutton
what's
chops?
Oglen just
got mutton chops,
talking. I'm like, geez, you
Imagine
sure bought a
that
lot,
baby
didn't you?
face.
As many as I could afford. And there will be more in the future.
Ash
if
would
I-
treat him differently if he knew he
What,
was
what are we going to do with all
had
these?
facial hair. Yeah, it's like
I'm not staying in my room.
Oh no, I mean, long term, we want to get them back to Algeria for sure. That way they can, make their own way in the empire as free people.
Well, then, why are you telling him where to go?
You
This
can't
is
hear
message.
Oh, dang it, damn it. I was too busy looking at this.
But it sounds like Jensen's probably our greatest ally in this endeavor. If there's a way that we can have them meet up on the way to Algeria, that would be perhaps best of all. But I don't know how we could contact him.
I'm not there.
I know. Roll perception.
I think if you just send them on their way, they'll know what to do with them.
Modified 14.
Didn't he tell us to tell him something, give him something, or tell him something, some kind of code?
Hmm.
Did he?
Yeah,
He
that's
did.
right.
I just don't remember what it was.
Scratches his beard and tries to recall as Richard looks through his notes.
Distinctly remember, he has a very powerful piece of paper, a writ, if you will.
That sounds right.
I'm not there, so I can't say.
Incredibly
We gave that to him.
powerful. Yes. It essentially allows him,
The rest of the group.
allows Jensen to.
I wouldn't worry too much
open
about
the
it right now.
travel
Though. Your
slate.
character, the
Yeah,
character
have
that I
like
gave
a
you last
cover
week's about to
story
go
for
away.
Yeah, okay.
And then we
So
can
what
start
we're
using
curious
it
about
on-
now is whether Jensen has
Normally
some
you
kind of call
default with the
sign.
party,
Or
unless said otherwise.
I did not
Yeah,
write that
I
down.
just assume you're with everyone
I
else
know that
unless
it
you tell me you're
exists,
doing
but I do
something
not
else.
remember that.
I'm splitting the party. I'm going on my own.
Cool. I don't know why Matteo would go off by himself, but
Yeah, he's sure. He's going to get arrested. They're going to say he's mischief making.
you're about to lose your security deposits.
Let me
So
see
we
your
lose them
coin.
for one person.
Yeah.
Is Dimble's with the group now? Dimble and Oglen can both roll history.
14.
16.
I wrote, got a
Dimble
horse.
remembers that Jensen
Nice.
said something about the sun travels.
Oh, it was the Sun Travels. And I know it had something to do with Alcar.
No, all right.
So I think we just tell them to head there, and then when they get there to give them that message, then they should be fine.
Yeah, that
All
sounds
we need to
good.
do is give them basic supplies and let them hit the road.
Agreed. And we'll have a couple of things on our side here. I mean, these ones, of course, are well trained in the martial ways, but this one, and Oglen points out the arcane slave that was of particular interest.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about this one.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect that they might be able to keep the rest of these folks safe single-handedly as long as their powers are not curtailed in any way. It might make sense to at least give them free reign of their magical prowess for the return trip. But perhaps we can handle all of that outside of the city just before we send them off. I fear I don't have any more monetary support that I can offer this. I've given all that I have already. So I'm going to be leaning on the rest of you to help make the rest of this happen, but I will pay you back.
This is still a message. You can't say that else.
Well, you say it, rest of you in gesture.
Oglen's just not saying
Cool. I
anything,
guess
but
I'm
like,
rolling perception for all the guards.
Yeah.
So what are we doing with them right this second? Are we taking them outside the city gate?
As of right now, Truegar and
Still
Thorin
message.
are.
he's just telling them what they're
Oh.
doing because he could see what
Yeah,
you
right,
two
right,
are
I am
doing.
describing
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Sorry.
what Dimble can see. You can see Truegar and a whole shit ton of human beings,
Slaves. They're not
Slaves.
they're human beings.
living beings following behind Truegar towards the southern gate, with Thorin deferentially walking behind him.
Everyone who's not actively participating in a conversation can roll perception.
You and I walked away already.
That's right.
19.
I was following you when this
Oh.
happened.
Wait,
Okay.
say the line. Say the line. Say the line.
You
say
know.
No, you have to say the line.
Something-
Say 19.
something-
Something came to mind that
Where's
I
the
would
bar
say if
that
I
you
was
do?
there.
I know. I can see. The match has rolled a 1, so I'm giving him.
Bountiful.
Okay, yeah, it only gave him a 5.
It's fine. As long as it's not
Not a 1.
Yeah. I got a 19.
I got a 16.
I got 3.
You both got ones.
No, I got a 14.
I got a 16.
I'm using cosmic luck to change
Oh.
both of your rolls into ones.
Well, using my modifiers, I still got a 12.
No, it's a natural one.
No, see, I rolled it again, and I got a 5.
Oh no, it's a 1.
And I'm using another charge of cosmic luck to change them into ones.
Oh no, it's a 1.
Oh no, I rolled another die that you can't do that to, and I still got a 5.
So, anybody who rolled 15 or higher, you notice that the arcane caster and the translator look really anxious, like they want to say something.
Say it.
I rolled higher, so then I motion the arcane caster and the translator to me because they're traveling with me, and I motion close. What is it that you wish to say?
And the caster looks at you very seriously and he says, "The sooner you free me, the sooner I can be on my way."
And I promise you, the moment we are out of these gates, I will free you. Would you prefer to be freed on the southern gates or the northern gates?
I would prefer to be freed now.
At least he's honest.
Yeah.
And I look at the translator. Would you prefer to be freed now?
The three who are touched by Alcar can make a roll. Call it
Would you
religion.
prefer to be
Die roll.
Well, technically,
Religion.
he did give me a cool boom.
Oh, wow.
Now that I own the arcane caster, can I tell if
He's letting the power go to his head.
ill will be done upon me if I were to break the bond right now?
No,
I cannot detect that, or
you can't tell.
okay.
You could ask Matteo. He knows the law.
Thorin's gonna
I rolled a
come
26.
up.
And I got an 11.
I rolled a 20.
Right, well, I'm gonna wait for
Okay, good.
Mod.
So highest was 26 with Dimble.
Okay. You feel some kind of connection with this guy.
Arcane caster
Just Dimble?
Yeah, he's the only one high enough.
with
Connection.
with who?
With the
Arcane guy.
I had one guess.
Perception. Can I look in this guy's eyes? What do they look like?
Look like elf eyes.
Damn.
They're like a brown. How
No-
close are you looking now?
no
Are you like?
flecks
Are you
of
getting like
gold.
kiss distance or?
No, I'm looking like ranger brooding distance.
You said.
Oh man, that's like super deep. Roll perception at triple advantage.
You're gonna understand
You might as well just get a 20.
the contents of the soul.
He's looking into, through, and around them.
That's good.
That's 28.
You do see flecks of gold in his eyes.
I didn't think that would work. I thought that was a joke.
I'm gonna
Get
go
your
up to.
monster in his eyes.
I'm gonna go up to Truegar and be like, perhaps you should ask them like why they'd like to be.
Absolutely correct.
Uh,
I look at the translator and I say, do you prefer to be freed now or once you are outside the gates with a higher success of escape?
And she looks at the caster and the rest, and she says, "Once you free us, we'll no longer be bound by the mark." And she shows you her shoulder where you thought you saw the brand on somebody else, and you see a brand there, and it looks almost like it's on top of the skin rather than burned into the skin.
Okay.
I use my mega god message, and I say, "This caster needs to be freed now."
Which Sunwalker is closest to me? You had gone off to buy
Well,
supplies.
he's the only
I'm
Sunwalker.
heading out.
He's the only Sunwalker.
Okay, Alcar's chosen.
Touched people.
Yeah, Alcar touched. Because Shadowwalker,
It's probably me because I walked the same direction as you.
Yeah, it's
You know,
probably.
okay. Yeah.
Ash. I was heading off the brew.
what was that, Ash?
Oh, I said it's a mega god people.
Yeah, that was Godspeak.
Oh, well, I look
Main
at Truegar
character
since he's
speak
close to
with
me. He's like,
your
you need to free him now, and I point to the caster. Well, I don't point. I nod to the caster.
Do I hear this? Are you whispering?
Are you whispering? And then
Yeah, I wouldn't
as
say
you're
this
walking
out
through the
loud.
slave market,
Yeah, I wouldn't say this out
I thought we were
loud.
on the streets by now. I thought, what?
I walked away
there's
from
a
the slave
building
market.
and then a big yard.
We're in the big yard outside the building right now.
Yeah. Unless you guys tell me you're going to continue walking.
I
assume you only
continued
left
walking.
The building.
I assumed Truegar,
Yeah, I
if he
figured
was
we were
talking to
talking
me,
about
he was going to
Lightfoot.
be continue walking too.
Because we were going through the direction.
Because you don't have far to walk. The inn that you're staying at is literally across the street from
Okay.
where you are. So
Oh.
Still heading to the south gate, though, right?
Heading through the streets to the south gate, I've received.
there's no south gate. West
Where
and
did we
east.
enter?
You entered the
East.
east gate.
So you're heading to the east gate then?
Okay,
So
east. Okay.
I'm gonna address them and be like, so mischief tax and things like that. Maybe I should like leave in case things get bad.
Make yourself scarce.
I'm gonna go back to the inn.
Okay.
I go with
So
Thorin.
Thorin goes back to the inn.
You go with him.
I follow Thorin.
So just Truegar and I left with the massive
You
wave
with
of
us?
slaves.
I am with Oglen. We were
Yeah,
walking
I'm
to go.
following him
Okay.
to get
Um,
rations and such.
Ash, I agree with you completely. I will. But should I also free the rest immediately as well?
I can't speak for the rest. Oh, my accent. Oh my god. I can't speak for the rest, but
The Arcane Caster interruption says, I can free us all, but I will only be able to do it once. Then you'll have to pay one of their magistrates to cast the spell.
And when you say once, you mean one person, or free us all at
I can free everyone at once.
couldn't he free everyone at once as well?
No, it requires a spell.
Oh, well, we may as well free all of them at once if they're not bound by the mark and they're not going to be discriminated in a town.
I agree.
I mean, they're offering to take this responsibility on for themselves, so it's their choice. They're free people now ever since we bought
So
them.
something you should start thinking about is why does your character want to hang out with these people? You're a new character.
Because we're cool.
So,
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
So Quench is almost choked on the air.
I look at the caster, and I ask, what is your name?
Don't expect a paycheck anytime soon. I haven't even got mine.
He's gonna fireball you when he's free.
No, I'm not talking about that guy. I understand when you join the group.
He tells you his name is Astalrian. Astalrian.
Thank you, Osarian. I look at the translator. I take out my +1 magical sword. I hand it to her hilt first. I say, take this. You will need this to protect yourself with.
She laughs at you. No, I won't once I'm freed.
Well, then once you are freed, you can drop it on the ground. It is now yours. I look at Holstarian and I say, free them all now.
Cool. You watch as he closes his eyes and he casts a spell, and you watch as every one of their shoulders burns bright blue, and you watch as the brand that's on the translator's back fades away in like a puff of light blue smoke. And she hits the ground on her knees, and you watch as her eyes light up almost like a bright white color. And you can roll perception if you're trying to hear what she says.
Anyone
I'm
who's
sorry,
still there,
or the
I can't, I
translator?
left.
Yeah, we left.
Hard
Anyone who's still there.
Perception.
Yeah,
26.
big, big deal. We
Mod
probably
21.
see
20,
this
right?
It's always from
Mod 21.
21, I'm sorry.
flash of light and all that.
And this is the translator speaking, correct?
Yeah.
21.
Should I didn't wait till the time to say it? Because nobody's not going to miss this.
20
Yeah.
I wanted to, but you were
You
giving me
said
DM
what?
hints.
perception.
Maybe she's trying to trap you.
Yeah, I think he's about to
10.
cause.
So I Thorin this entire time is like, I don't like what's going down. I'm gonna go over there now.
So, anyone who rolled higher than 12,
Okay.
you did not, so you don't get to actually know what's being said. As a player, you get to know, but your character doesn't know, okay? You hear her mutter a prayer. And she's like, oh, finally, again, I can feel you, great God. I'll return shortly to give you the knowledge I've collected.
Alright.
Because you said Thoth, right? Thoth?
That was an out of character.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys don't know that in character.
Okay.
And she stands up almost shakily, but the elf, on the other hand, he looks like he's actually going to explode in a ball of fire.
I ready my shield in pure
He
defense.
looks extremely angry, but he's not looking at you. He's looking at the city around him.
Yeah.
And he looks at Oglen and he bows his head. And Dimble's pretty far away.
Yeah.
But he looks at Ash and he also bows his head and he says, "It's good to see friendly faces from the Radiant Flame."
A nod.
Given that he looks like he's about to explode, I'm gonna say, what are you about to do? In a very concerned voice.
Leave.
Peacefully? Without killing half the town?
You look very upset now. Are you planning on doing anything reckless?
He looks at Ash and for a moment you're not sure if he's going to hit him. And he says, "Would you not at least think about destroying half of this place if you'd been enslaved for a year?"
My first thing to do after being...
I was sent as an emissary to negotiate their entrance into the Empire. And instead, they killed my party and trapped me with their magic.
I learned long ago that revenge brings you nothing.
Seeing
But
how
more-
Shine was going for it.
I don't wish for revenge. I wish for justice.
Retribution.
Don't you think it would be more apt as an emissary to allow the Empire to do the justice rather than act alone under the orders of yourself?
They captured me against all known tact involving diplomacy. Killed the rest of my entourage and enslaved me.
So you think it's right to stoop to the level and level half the town?
I think there's a reason they're attacked regularly by orcish warbands.
Well, can you at least let us leave the town before you do what you're gonna do?
I told you I'm going to leave.
Hell there, friend. It's great to see a Sunwalker way out here. Do you mind if I ask you a question mentally?
No, I don't mind.
And Dimble uses message. It says, "I heard they killed the rest of the party. Did you have a Shadowwalker with you?"
Yes.
He still lives.
Does he?
I see him in the market.
He spent a year here.
If it is the same one, but there's definitely a Shadowwalker here.
I watched them kill everyone.
Malkar has weird ways of making people that they thought dead back to life.
Except for rescuing the ones that he allows to be captured.
Well, maybe you're here to help lead these people back to the Empire and bolster their ranks and spread the message of what's out here.
Once I leave this city, I'm going to teleport to the capital.
Are you able to teleport others with you?
If they can stand close enough, yes.
I advise you take them with you.
Alright, everyone,
Do you
pile
have-
on!
Do you have any? Do you have any message for the Shadowwalker, or what is his name? The one that was with you?
If it's the one that accompanied me, his name would be Andarik.
Anything you wish to share with him? Yeah, I'm supposed to meet up with him later.
Continue his mission.
Okay. Thank you. And the thank you was out loud.
Okay.
While this is happening,
He looks at you all and he says, "I would not tarry in this place, knowing how the Empire reacts to its emissaries being executed. I expect their retribution will be swift and merciless."
Thank you for the warning.
Hopefully we can get our gold before then.
I look at the translator and I'd like to ask her a question.
Okay.
In the few scant seconds we have before all hell breaks loose.
Okay.
One who is magically binded to be the owner of those who carry the slave mark. If that owner were to suddenly die, what happens to the slave?
The mark transfers to their legal heir.
If their there is no legal heir, say for example, I were to slit my throat in the middle of this street, what would happen to all these slaves?
They would become the property of the state.
Thank you.
Don't slit throat.
And extra quiet, just so the
Maybe
translator
slit
can
throat
hear,
upstate.
I say, then my husband still has a chance. Out of character, I was afraid he was going to die if the slave owner died. For you.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you kill the person that owns him in ritual combat, then maybe.
There you go.
But I don't know.
I find it hilarious that you think your husband's even on this continent.
Or even
I don't
alive.
think I'm following a lead, and if he is a slave,
And you got a lead from somebody other than me.
here's the thing. I literally just wanted to make sure mechanically, out of character, that my husband doesn't die the moment I kill whoever's controlling him. That's all I was trying to make sure of.
Yeah,
Because that would be a great, like, hey, you found your husband, and I killed the person controlling him. Your
Surprise!
husband's dead. You
Yeah,
know, that's what I was
right.
trying to avoid.
Huh.
Now you're giving him ideas.
Yeah, Gordon's like, well, that just changed. I just thought of homebrew.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a variant spell.
It only happens with this one.
I attacked the slave owner. Okay, cool. Do me a favor, roll 3d8. I only attacked with a
He has a
longsword.
spell
Yeah, I know.
to displace himself
there
and
you go.
replace him with a slave, so you stab your husband instead
I
of
also
the
look at the
slave
translator and I
owner.
say, please forgive me for delaying your freedom. I only wish to make sure you could get out of here safely.
She looks at the arcane caster and then back at the party and says, despite that we don't always understand what they do or why they do it, I believe that there's always a plan in motion and that we were meant to be captured so that we could meet you for whatever reason that is. Perhaps you've earned the favor of another god this day. Who's to know?
Well, you-
What god is it that you serve?
I'm the High Cleric of Toth.
Did we get her name?
And what was your name, Russ?
You may call me Rachel.
From friends.
A normal name.
Do you still wish to keep my sword? I meant it for you, for your defense.
I don't need it. I have a weapon granted to me by the god of knowledge. As long as I can see what's coming at me, I can prevent myself from being captured. Perhaps, though, I will also join in the destruction and devastation of this place once I leave.
You are free. I may only ask of you this. Please only destroy those that are wicked or have supported wicked. Those who are wicked for their own selfish means. Those who are only
You watch as
good-
she pointedly looks around the entire city and then looks you dead in the eyes, and she turns and starts walking away.
Good
And
talk.
I
Talk
looked
to you
at
later.
Truegar since I heard this. They're all wicked here. If they support the rule of law.
When you say all, do you include those slaves that have been enslaved as wicked?
The moment we charge
Time
to
to
the
murder
war,
the children
we should know
behind the
about
gates.
this.
But then
We
I
freed the
my fist
majority.
to your shoulder,
Ash.
Oglen, and say,
Did you just say you
maybe
freed
it's
the
best if
majority?
we kind of move away from
I don't
this
know.
situation.
You thought that was the only slave market
I'll
in this
follow
whole
your
city?
lead.
No, it's probably like 25.
I'll back us up to like
There's a
just
majority where we
the
were.
inn is. We'll kind of hang out outside like we're just
You got like a quarter of what was in there.
I wouldn't have known that,
One thing
so
we
I
can
mean,
chat
my
about.
sentence still stands.
Is that I'm out of money. So you're aware.
I didn't have too much to begin with.
Okay.
Would have been
I
interesting.
call back.
Me and Brudall
Good
are still
day,
waiting for
Rachel. I wish
paychecks.
to see you again on better terms. Farewell.
Well, I'm not sure how you're planning on getting these guys back, but I believe our caster friend here can help a great deal with that.
I do believe so. I would like to address the rest of the ones that have just been freed. You are free. You can do whatever you wish. If you wish to assist.
Some of them look to be crying, almost like they don't know what to do. Like something's just been taken away from them.
Something that they're incredibly familiar with.
Yep.
Those who wish to heed my advice on what to do next, come close, for I wish to whisper. And any
Well,
that will approach.
unfortunately, you have drawn the attention of quite a few guards who are now about 30 feet from your position. And they look like they are prepared to engage in violence
Does-
if necessary.
Oglen and I see this. We're outside of the
No.
inn. Okay.
Me and Thorin are in the inn at this point, I believe.
Thorin's up in his room.
Yeah. Matteo knocks on Thorin's door. Hey, you want nail? I'm gonna go down and get one. You want one? I'll just bring it up.
Sounds good.
Okay. Can I go down and...
So-
we save speeches for later. Let's let the wizard get them out of here.
What are you?
Agreed.
What are you and Oglen doing?
We are currently outside the inn, pretending to chit chat while also keeping an eye on the situation.
I thought you were going to buy stuff.
No, he saw what was happening, and that's when we stopped and basically didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but now it seems like this is mostly resolved. So if you want to go get food, we can do that.
I think it looks like he's about to pick up. This is where it gets interesting.
You know, we gotta disperse the crowd before.
Yeah, true. You don't want to get that coin marked
Operation
out.
Leave Truegar to die.
We'll be ready.
So you guys have roughly 6 to 10 seconds before the guards are at your position. What are you doing?
I would have seen this before Truegar.
For some of you, you know that is enough time for the sorcerer to actually cast his spell.
Astarion, get as many as you can out of here, please.
Okay. So he and the cleric walk to the center of the large group of slaves and begins casting his spell. And he tells you he's going to need a few seconds.
I raise my shield, ready my spear to protect them at all costs.
Oh, no.
I think we can use words instead of weapons. Why don't you lower those?
I put away my shield and sword, spear, and approach the guards.
Why don't you tell them that he is just taking them to your stead?
That is why I put away my shield and spear. Hail to thee, town guard. Do not worry. I have instructed my
That's a
slave
persuasion fail right there.
to cast a spell to teleport all the rest to my manor.
I just want to clarify that I'm not standing next to Truegar, but I'm standing where he was, and then he walked towards the guards.
I'm
So
standing
in the
near,
same
not
place.
next to, so don't shoot me.
Sticks for me.
Hey,
I'm
I
just
left the area, so don't shoot me.
I'm the
You're
verifier
gonna
that
throw it
everyone
back
has
and
left
realizing
on
everyone else
time.
is dead.
Oh no. Oglen's got your back.
I'm gonna look at Oglen like, you feel comfortable walking away from this yet, or you want to keep seeing it through?
Feel
If
sticky.
this turns bad, we're gonna have to make it worse.
Following your lead.
This mischief tax is just going to get worse.
Yeah, after us being here, they're
So
gonna
after about 6 to 10 seconds, you watch as the majority of the group of slaves pops out of existence, but there's one left standing there.
Imagine being that dude there. That sucks. It's
Being
like,
that dude.
like,
That dude, bro.
yeah. What
I
is
just
it?
imagine like one of those underage ragers where like some kid's
Female?
like throws a 40, he's like, shut her!
What was
Or
your
like-
sub-race?
What is the loneliest night?
Oh, it's
Watch
just
it
half
be a
elf.
dwarf and they get arrested immediately.
You were half elf, right? Okay, I thought elf. So you notice that who's left is it looks like a female who might be a half elf,
Okay.
and she's only about 5'6". Her hair's brown and her eyes are what color?
Blue.
Blue. Her eyes are blue from where you're standing, and she looks very confused. That's you, by the way.
Yeah.
You
What
just,
are the
got,
colors?
you just got left behind because you didn't get in the car fast enough.
I was about to ask, does she appear to be further away from the center than every other slave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Using my quick, nimble brain of mine, my swift brain of mine, I go over and I drag her away from the guards.
The guards on the other side of it.
No, they're on the other side. She's behind you.
She's behind me?
She's behind you, yeah.
Then that means I would have gotten teleported.
The group
No,
of slaves,
That makes
the
no
group of slaves
sense.
is here, we're here, the guards are over here approaching us.
Right.
Ash disappears.
How is she behind me then?
Because we are here.
well,
Did you
well,
not
this
move,
is
did
the
you not
guards.
move with Truegar to position yourself between the slaves and the guards approaching from inside the
We were
town?
here talking. Here's the mage doing the circle thing. Here comes the
I
guards.
guess not. I guess Ash is in the capital now.
He's the
Oh, bye,
circle
guys!
party.
Yo, I'm
need to
out.
go back to minis.
Yeah.
I think Ash has decided to split the
We
party.
got 45 minis. thrown.
Either way, I noticed that the guards, are they still approaching? Are they confused? What is their facial expression?
They look concerned, You notice there's also somebody wearing a robes
I
with
thought I
them.
was looking forward.
You get the impression that maybe they're a spellcaster.
I look pointedly at her and I say, Scribe, take down the note of today's date and time, and note, and I say this extra loud, that they were successfully teleported to our manor.
What is your character going to write that on? Because you have nothing. Your character doesn't start with anything.
Oh.
She's scrapping
I don't
in her
have
brain.
anything.
Once I get
Well,
you the parchment and the
I
quill,
interrupt
then
you.
you can write that.
Take this note later.
Pretty much.
Take a note that I need to get
Remember
you
this
stuff
for
notes.
me.
Alright, Ash, take it out.
No, take yours.
I can't believe you've forgotten this in the room, and then I take her towards the inn.
Roll performance. Roll performance.
Which one is it?
It's a d20 plus your performance.
All spellcasters may be
Plus your performance.
Half
stat.
an-
I believed it. No, I don't.
That's charisma.
Keep rolling 5.
Highly
You are
motivated
proficient
for
in
this roll.
charisma, so you get to add that plus
Freeing slaves is
Plus
my
3.
passion.
plus 3. So go ahead and write a plus 3 in this
Ashranen
circle
begins
right
a
here.
slam poem in the
Use
middle
a
of the street.
You guard! You are bad boys!
Plus 3. Okay. So you're going to get plus,
Some
plus
random
5 plus
djembe
3, so
appears.
add 8 to that.
Fools in which you are.
What'd you roll?
Nat 20.
Cool.
22 mod.
So, Ash is pretty convincing, but the slave is not. The slave is genuinely confused. Like, what is
Slave.
going on? Well, they don't know yet, right?
I thought. Never mind.
You're putting on a show. Are you trying to ruin the show?
No.
I'm not saying I'm not there.
Everybody gets to make all those rolls at disadvantage now. Since
He's not
Matteo,
there. He went to the room.
since Matteo wants to help.
I nat 20 shoot Matteo through the window of the inn.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were the horse.
So Ash is very convincing, but the girl that he's dragging around less so. But they don't seem to say anything because they seem to be focused on Truegar as Ash enters the inn, dragging her behind him. So outside now we have Oglen, Brudall, Thorin.
Nope.
No, he's in the end.
Thorin's in the inn.
Don't roll that.
Mateo's in the inn, and Dimble is outside.
Thorin was like, I've got this nice coin. I don't want to get it
You're
marked.
rolling
Goodbye.
multiple times
Oh,
in a row.
yeah.
Dimble is outside still.
Yeah, same with Matteo. He said that's
Yeah,
20
he
pounds
went over
would be
to talk to the
difficult.
wizard, so he's out there with him.
Okay.
You saying those dice is rude?
For today.
So, the guard steps up and looks and says, that's a unusual thing to happen in the streets here.
Teleportation spells? I'd imagine a storied
And he
militiaman
looks-
like yourself would
He
know
looks
that.
at you confused, like maybe that's not the big deal, and he looks behind him and he steps aside, and the person goes forward, and he holds like a sheet of paper, parchment up, and the parchment is blank, and he says, "No, the spell of life binding that was dispelled in the middle of the street."
Well, that's because I don't want my life taken when they go so far away. That's just typical standard procedure for my manor, is to not let them be lifebound because they go to a different continent. And that spell does not have an infinite range.
Man, yeah.
Yes, it does.
Oh, shit.
As long as you're on the same plane of existence, nothing happens.
My manor isn't.
That was so good.
You ever heard of the place?
That was
Insight
so
check
good.
him. Insight check that guard.
It's not the guard, it's the caster holding the scroll up
Yeah.
that's saying it.
I actually live in, the place between.
I lean incredibly close to Bill. I'm going to have a talk with my court magician. Thank you for that bit of information. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Either way, scribe,
I've been
come with me.
Roll performance! Fuck you, roll performance!
You gotta give me advantage for these great things.
Mod 19.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, he doesn't get advantage. The caster gets disadvantage because he's confused
Okay.
as fuck. It's like one of those, wait, is there more than one version of this spell?
Oh, no. We're still running DOS?
What'd you roll?
Mod 19.
Okay, fuck you, you beat him by 2. You'll have to put me in touch with your court magician then, because if there's another version of this spell that could really keep the slaves from running away. Who's your
Absolutely.
court magician?
His first name is Evans. Last name Steve. It's very interesting. I don't know why he would call himself that. But court magicians.
Why wouldn't you change it? He's you're a court magician, right?
He is, but I've noticed that he does his best work when you give him that much freedom.
Huh. Well, I wouldn't risk giving anyone that much freedom, but you know, I guess that's me. I'm the one that devised a spell that bound somebody's life to you, no matter how far away they were. But if we had one, and he like looks up, if we had one that they died if they got too far away, then they would never want to run away.
I mean, interplanar restrictions is incredibly powerful. You have to transverse the Fae. That just sounds really tough. Kudos to you, my good man. Either way, I've got a beer waiting for me back at the tavern. Good day to you.
Am I being detained?
Am I under arrest for my freedom?
I so want to be you're being detained, but I can't. I fucking can't. I
Dice didn't allow it.
No, his roleplay didn't allow it.
Yeah, it was so good. So good.
The dice didn't hurt either.
That's true. Very, very well. Well, you have a good day. If you're ever here again, please bring your court magician along. I'd be interested in hearing his spellcraft.
And I would like him to be better at what he does. Good day.
You know, we have some for sale.
I've already bought one today. I'll buy another one tomorrow. Don't worry.
Okay, well, good luck. And he looks absolutely confused. And you hear, as he's walking away, you hear, I can't believe there's more than one version of that spell.
Just wait until he finds out.
Yeah.
This guy spends the next 20 years just trying to
Just trying to find the other one.
But now,
Alternatively, we have
Well,
alerted him to a
have
spell
an
we didn't
inspiration.
know existed.
alternatively, he's now making a new spell.
And
That's even worse.
head back to
Huh,
the
if
tavern.
I change this room to the Elder sign, that totally works.
And now they fucking die. It's like, what?
Alright, so now everybody's in the tavern except for Dimble,
When he
our
walks
new
off,
friend.
Dimble just has his cloak pulled up and
Okay.
walks behind him, not saying anything.
Okay, so you're going into the tavern as well. So now we still have our new friend who... No, you're already in.
Yeah, so you're
In-
right there.
So it's just you and I, just outside.
seeing the situation dissipate, I would have pat your shoulder and I think we're done here, man.
Yeah. Do you want to head inside so we can catch up with everybody before we head out, or...?
This has been a pretty crazy moment.
Yeah.
Still trying to take it in myself.
Yeah.
Let's go inside and, recollect.
I'm right behind you. Alright, so now everybody's in the tavern.
Yep.
Where we can hopefully make a plan.
I'm guessing,
By the way, in case it wasn't clear, he teleported all of those slaves to the capital
To
of
Alpar
Empire.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, so
We
now
gained
have
plus
two-
one
So- so-
Right,
so
made
Jensen-
Alpha City.
Yeah, so Jensen has no work right now, but
Yeah.
we can change that.
Excuse me for a minute.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
just imagine a horde of people disappearing. People being like, invasion!
Out of character, Gordon, I'd like to let you
Fire
know that I now have 5 inspiration for Truegar.
Oh, lordy. Man, I...
Then I lied, you don't get one.
Oh,
Okay, thank
I
you.
also have 5 inspiration for Truegar.
I need to step up my roleplay or something.
Yeah, that's what's black.
I'm just letting you know so next time I use all 5 of them at once for a...
I forget. I knew we could use a 5 for something special.
Like
Auto
crit.
success?
An auto
Auto
crit,
crit or an
yeah.
auto success?
Is that
No, that's a lie.
pomegranate juice?
Just an auto
Oh, that's
crit.
so good.
I would never let you guys have an auto success. That is
Yeah.
that is laughable.
Well, no, it's like a skill check.
Persuade
auto
this
success.
god.
No.
Huh?
You could use one to roll an advantage, but you don't get any auto successes.
Oh.
I'm going to roll to seduce Alcar. Auto
Yes.
success.
Auto success.
Oglen's
How
in
do
the
you
case
have these?
between.
I have at least
Let
8
me
people
out.
at
Let
the
me
table
out,
who will do
please.
that.
Intimidation, auto pass. All right, man. We know you've been here before. We know it.
Hold on,
We
wait,
know all the
there's only-
tricks.
It's like Matteo walking up to like a storm giant. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Hey. He's
What?
a giant, so Matteo doesn't understand.
And
He's
then
like, yeah, that's
and
a thought.
Jeremy's like, yeah, I have 5 inspiration. I'm gonna auto pass.
God.
And the giants will be like, my bad, my bad. oh, I'm gonna step on
It's
you.
like when an elephant's
And
afraid of
Thorin's
a
just
mouse.
like, yeah, don't mess with him! In giants.
Yeah, and then like 3 days later, you find another group of giants, and they're like, oh man, is that little guy?
Not again.
Word has spread. Matteo the Giant Slayer.
So what are you guys doing now?
Right.
I guess we're kind of
I'm guessing as everyone comes in, Matteo probably came up and got me from my room because I was just trying to be like,
I don't know, did he?
right, Matteo?
What do I do?
When you see other people come in, like without incident, you come up and get me from my room.
Yeah, sure.
Is there a table big enough where we can all congregate around?
So I come down with the ale that Matteo got me.
Seeing
You notice that Alara is no longer with you guys.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
I forgot who that was. Oh yeah, no, I know who she is now. Okay.
That was the.
I rolled a 16 for perception, so when I notice that she's gone, we've got a new person.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy how the universe works.
Once
Hey,
I
guys.
see
Hey,
Dimble
what happened to
enter
that
the
Alara
tavern
girl, and
or
who's
the
this
inn,
person?
I would like to go to the barkeep and be like, your cheapest bottle of liquor, please. Well, yeah, that'd be the right term.
Spirits.
Just get him drunk.
But not like the ghosts. Like
I think we need something to take the edge off.
Oh yeah.
Well, you
About-
you definitely got the edge.
A boat.
After
I always feel better on a boat.
after Thorin says, "Where's Alora?" Brudall's going to frantically.
She
look
sells you
around.
a bottle for 2 silver.
Brudall's going to frantically look around and be like, "Oh shit!
Wait, did you say your best?
Don't hate me! I lost the girl.
Cheapest, yeah, 2 silver.
That's cheaper than like
Wait,
a mug
what?
of ale.
Well,
She was here. And she's not.
well, we got her to the city. Maybe she didn't quite care for what we did with the slaves. Being that she's technically a slave owner herself. But
I'm gonna point out of excitement for an out at Dimble. Yep, she went to the city. Didn't lose her. I'm still good here.
Monastery.
But didn't she
yeah.
like have a?
Monastery? Yeah.
But wasn't she
College.
like
Wizard.
likely to?
well, hopefully
It
she
might be
gets to
better.
the
Well, we can see
school that
this
she wanted
as
to.
another one of Alcar's blessing that she's gone, and we don't have to worry about a volatile wizard in our
Agreed.
presence, or sorcerer. In
Her
this case.
explosions.
Well,
allow
We
her to
brought a
slow down.
volatile wizard to a very stressful city.
And now she's no longer with us. God bless our
I still
Alcar.
think that might mean that it's our problem.
And we still are on a timetable. So
Yeah.
I do have at least 3 objectives that we need to accomplish, preferably
Before
today.
that, who are you? Where
I'm Kutra.
Ketra?
Petra or Ketra?
Kutra.
Kutra. Okay. And
Like
spelled-
Kutya.
Is that spelled C-U-T-R-A or K-U-T?
Yeah.
C-U-T. Okay.
K-U-T-R-A.
K-U-T-R-A. All right.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to fill her in on the fish skipping story sometime, but that's not for now.
Here, Matteo, drink some of this.
Just go
And I'll
jump
hand
off
you
the
bottle
boat
over
mountain
here.
right now.
Oh, thanks.
Did you say K-U-R-T-A or? Okay.
K-U-T-R-A.
Oh, okay. I got a T and the R.
And it was
transposed.
elf, like it was visibly.
Half elf.
Gotcha.
Well, I think you're right, Thorin. We should probably introduce ourselves to our new friend here and make sure she's on the level before we start laying out our itinerary.
If she's a slave left behind, shouldn't we try to send her where we sent the other ones?
Well, that depends.
Well, what does she want?
Why is it that you
Well,
stay
we want to
behind?
let the lady talk. All we've gotten out of her is her name. Who are you?
Yeah, that's right.
Besides your name.
I mean, do you mean her last name? Because that's besides her name.
Well, that's just part of her name. You know, like, how did she get here? What does she do? Can she help us? Does she want to get away far away from us?
These are all good questions.
He's the slow talker, he's the fast talker, if you haven't caught on.
I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to get away from us.
Sometimes I do, but I'm kind of not allowed.
I don't know what
Yeah.
to say, y'all.
Make stuff up.
Huh?
Make stuff up.
I mean, you've seen me make an ass of myself. You can't do much worse.
You honestly can't do any worse.
I don't
We've
know.
had some bad people.
Will's being very humble. That was some 5-star roleplay a moment ago.
Yeah.
I got him an inspiration.
Let me slow down. Are you capable of taking after yourself?
Somewhat.
Okay. Do you want to stay with us, or do you want us to help you get out of here?
I want to stay with you guys.
Okay. We're about to head to that big desert there behind us. Are you okay being hot and full of sand for the next couple weeks?
Yes. I've been here for years, so I'm capable of anything.
That makes one of us.
Dimble, I'm all about freeing the slaves, but do we really have room for another? If someone we don't know if they can take care of themselves? I mean, the World Walkers are an adventuring group, and she doesn't look like an adventurer to me.
No, I'm not quite
Okay,
sure
You took
either.
Matteo in.
What are you capable of? What can you do?
I'm like a pseudo adventurer.
I know how to.
Can you speak to giants?
Oh no.
She knows how to do something. Let her speak.
Okay, so I have 3 languages, but I have 2 languages that I haven't decided on yet.
I should probably do that real quick.
If she's from this area, can the dialect of the city, can she pick that as, or is that a waste?
Where's your character from?
I don't know.
It wouldn't actually be from the city, right? They don't
No,
enslave.
just general area.
I'd say
Is the
small
language
town
that they're
outside
using
of
like a
the
local dialect just of the city?
It's just the city's language.
Oh,
So it's probably not.
Well, we can circle back to that real quick. Like, you can just be like, "No, I don't speak giant." And that'll pretty much solve this immediate thing.
I'm an archaeologist. That's
Oi,
like half
Petra.
adventurer.
If you could fight, how would you fight?
I know several spells.
Spells.
Hey, a magic! I like that.
Get you some, roby things, and we'll make you one of those spellcaster peoples.
How do you cast your
That's all I
spells?
gotta do to be able to cast fireball is wear a robe.
I mean, apparently the rogue.
Ask me the ones that I don't know.
Do you contact your god? Do you use a relic? Or you
You have a
musical
voice in your
type?
head?
Oh yeah, I'm the musical type.
You're the musical type. So you're a bard.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say you're a bard?
You don't play
That's
a
not that hard.
lute,
Well, what? Do you have an instrument? Well, no, of course you don't. What kind of instrument do you prefer?
Matteo,
You
you
don't
have
play
an
the
instrument.
lute, do you?
You should let her
I
borrow
really
it.
don't need another one of those.
Well, that's true. And we haven't had too much luck with bards in our party.
Yeah, I strummed the lute.
Well, we had one that was going around for quite a while. To be honest, the big oaf, I kind of miss him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he... Well, let's not go there. Wait, the last one, a few since him, haven't worked out too well. So, I hope you can at least play an instrument better than he could. Dimble looks around. Is there, like, any, like, tavern piano or any musical instruments or anything around?
Did you see a lute on Mateo's bag?
Matteo, play a soft.
Do the universe a favor and take it.
Yeah.
Play a soft medley to disguise
Oh.
and hide our
Well,
speech.
Dimble's looking first for the piano. Does he see anything?
What kind of instrument do you play?
Drum. Of course.
You picked the drum?
Yeah.
Well, now I gotta bring my drum.
It's a really awkward instrument to be lugging around.
Just like, think of like one of those small side drums.
Little hip drum.
Yeah, a little hip drum.
There aren't any drums, but there are like lutes and there's a harp.
A table's like a drum.
What about like
I mean, you could beat on the table.
A lute with
What
an
about like a
extra
tambourine
wide
or
body to
There
allow for
is
extra
drum
percussion.
We gotta make her a ham boner.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think I've ever had anybody pick a drum, ever. In all of my D&D existence.
was,
I think
well,
everybody
now you
always
have.
picks a lyre or a lute.
That was Faram's instrument. but he
The
wasn't
picture's
ours.
like one of those little like
Little hip drums.
little
Yeah.
hip
Yeah.
drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean,
No, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I was just thinking like drumline drum,
Yeah.
carrying around a 20-pound drum. There goes your carrying capacity.
it's a small little hip drum. I mean, if you want to get super nice, there's
I'm so
extra
glad
wide
that was
body loops
recorded.
you can use as a percussive line
For all
instrument.
time, Justin. So, what are you telling them about your character? How much do you trust them? How much do you want to tell them based on how much
I
you
mean-
trust them?
Are you thirsty? Do you need a drink? I can get you a drink.
Yeah, I could use a drink.
Alright. Thorin's gonna go up to the bar and be like, could I get like mid-grade like ale or something for this nice lady?
Roll percentile.
So percentile, you're gonna do the double one and a single one.
Oh, okay.
So that's first. So that's literally 1.
1%.
Reroll. Like you mean it though.
There we go.
Is it a 33?
Yeah.
Still not high enough. I'm sorry.
Well, she could use her dice, the ones I gave her. She's using Justin's right now.
Use your dice. Your new dice.
Red and black ones.
This one.
And that one, yeah.
Both of them together.
Let's see if they're any better if she rolls another one. In which case we know she's just cursed.
Mm.
And I don't want her
20
touching my dice. 20 something?
30.
32.
Okay, you're just cursed. Okay.
Well, Matteo, Alright. I'm gonna hand her your loot. Let's see what she can do.
I like cringe as I hand it over. I'm like, I don't want to part with it.
Don't break it, please, don't break it, please, please, please.
Don't break it.
She plays better than
So how
me,
much
you're
is
never
the ale
gonna
from
get
the bar
back.
so I can pay for it?
Trust me, I will
What do you
wear
buy?
a boot off any day.
I said like a mid-grade ale.
I was
don't wanna
talking
get
about
size.
people that live for.
A mug, a
I
bottle.
thought you would
Yeah,
have
mug.
a book about it.
No, why would I do
It's
that?
like a silver.
Okay.
Alright, so he's handing it to you. Do you take it?
What?
I offer my loot. It's like a guitar.
Sure.
Okay. Let's hear what you can do.
Roll performance at disadvantage.
2 d20s.
2 d20s, and you're going to use the lowest number, and you're going to add stuff to it.
Maybe your loot's gonna break.
Please don't break my loot. Please don't break my loot.
So 14
so
and
disadvantage
your
would be
proficient
below.
plus performance.
It's actually 10, because disadvantage means you use the lower
Oh.
of the two numbers, so it'd be a 10.
And what?
Your performance. So you're proficient. So you add the plus 3, so it's 13.
13?
And performance is what? Charisma?
Yeah.
I think so.
So then you add the plus 5 for the charisma. So 18 altogether.
18.
Nice.
It sounds better than anything you've ever heard Matteo do with this instrument.
I have a plus 16. I have a plus 16.
Excuse me.
Why did you waste that much?
I don't think you've ever rolled high enough to even care about a plus 16.
Because god damn it, I matter. Well, if nothing else, you can entertain us around the campfire at night.
So Thorin's gonna get back with the ale and be like, "Hey, that was pretty good." And from one spellcaster to another, Thorin puts the ale in front of her and is going to use prestidigitation to chill it a bit, make it a nice cool ale.
Mm.
I don't think prestidigitation cannot change the temperature of something.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
It can heat up or cool.
you can instantly
Or even
clean or
add
soil
flavor.
an object no larger than 1 foot. You can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
That's dumb.
It's a catch-all to. It's a catch-all for
Guess
the
which
reason.
spell's going away?
It's a catch-all reason.
Why? Because I can chill
No, that's
beer?
the main reason I picked my second backup character.
It's a very good reason on why refrigerators don't exist in this world.
Yay.
They don't need them. They just prestidigitation just
Yeah.
once every
Okay, well, your mug is larger than 1 cubic foot.
Wait, what?
That's fine. How did you look this way?
Yes, please.
That's fine. That's her mug, not my mug.
We got you the kid size.
Yeah, right?
They put that like a 12-gallon tank.
Oh,
The
man.
kid's
Okay,
size.
fine.
What was
You
that?
have a mug of chilled ale in front of you.
High five,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Yes, against the DM.
Alright.
Ben's just like, fuck you.
Yeah. He's brooding.
He's tired.
He did say he was doing that.
Yeah. Hey Ash, why are you all the way over there?
I'm the one that's most skeptical of this
Okay,
inclusion.
so she's definitely coming with us. So we'll have to pick you up some gear. I had that to our list. But
Yeah.
what else did you say we need to get done?
Well, to Laura here, had mentioned that we should see those desert elves for the leather armor that we're gonna replace.
And they do well
Oh,
with
if you're
flattery.
talking shopping list, I have one here.
Everyone at the table looking at Oglen can roll perception.
Yep. He definitely looks like a dwarf.
Yep.
I got a 12.
got
Sorry.
a 24.
15.
Mod 18.
24.
There's Oglen looking
18.
fine as hell.
18.
Oh, damn. You been doing
better
it.
come
So
over
it's
here.
going to help you a lot if you fill in the numbers up through here, right? So perception is there, and that's wisdom. So you have a 0.
My entire character.
Since it became
And you
Battlemaster,
are
I got
proficient
extra points.
You are not
so
proficient,
I now
okay.
actually
You are not
have
proficient, so it's just a
plus
straight
one.
die roll for you.
in anything
So it's you roll a d20
I
and then
used
you
to
just
be
tell me
zeroed
the
down the
number.
board for the last
17.
2 days.
Okay, well maybe you're not all bad luck then.
Thank you.
17's a pretty good roll for not having
Just bring it
proficiency.
forward. The Sunwalker,
So anybody who rolled higher than a 12, you notice that the illusion that Thorin put on Oglen's armor no longer is there. That it is back to the burning
Back
sun.
to the one.
But we're all at the table sitting in like a huddled close
But you
circle.
don't know when it changed.
Yeah, interesting. But Oglen doesn't notice this. And then, of course, we were recommended the Wandering Wise Man to find a magical means of getting the water that we'll need. And what do y'all think about securing some kind of transport to bring?
We definitely need some kind of desert mounts.
Yeah. And
Desert Master.
We also have on here potions and stopping by the map store.
All right, and I suppose we should add in making a stop for our friend Cutchery here, getting her the basics that she needs.
New clothes.
The
So,
general
like,
store.
not to butt in, but your symbol changed back.
Oh,
Oh, hey, look at that.
well, hopefully that was inside, not out there, right? Although the eyes probably weren't on me, but
I mean, are we planning to go back out today? Because I could do the thing again.
I would ask that you do that just before we head back outside, please. Thank you. And so far as gratitude's on the mind, I did want to say, Truegar, I did not intend for you to have to take such a leading role in our deceptions there, and getting those slaves to be where they are now. And then thank you for burdening that responsibility with nary an eyelash being bad. You rolled with the punches pretty well. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And, are there any other things that we need to do in town before we make way? It's been said before, and I think bears repeating. We should not tarry here.
We do have a mission to complete.
I mean,
I want to get that cool gem.
just to point this out, there's one more of us now, so we'll need one more room.
More room.
That's if we want to stay.
How much more water?
I mean, we bought the room. How are we gonna stay?
We did.
Yeah, we already bought the room.
And I
Although,
go ahead.
in Oglen's
Did we buy a
defense,
room for the girl that we did have, and then we have a different girl? Maybe this girl can just go in the other girl's room.
exactly.
Yeah, good.
But in Oglen's defense,
This is why you're the leader, Dimble.
in Oglen's
I was just gonna
defense,
sleep outside, but I like this better.
I mean, rocks make for good pillows. Don't get me wrong. But in Oglen's
they
defense,
Yeah, they do. A nice
we can-
1 pound rock.
How many times are you going to
Well,
make
no.
him repeat in Oglen's defense?
As
we
much
can
as
stay
we
here. But my lie to the mage in the middle of the street, I don't know how long that will hold. So we should be getting out of here sooner than later.
I mean, alright.
As much as I agree that
You're pretty sure he fell hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, hell yeah.
as much as I agree, I mean, never mind. I'm not even gonna say it.
No, please.
No.
Now is the time.
No.
Speaking
Best
of,
to get what we need. And
well,
move
speaking
forward.
of all this shopping, we did do a task a while back that we got paid for. That we never got to the point of paying everyone out because we were waiting to give it to somewhere safe and to where you'd actually use it. And to be honest, it was so long ago, I don't remember which ones of you were here and which ones you weren't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pay all of you. That's my
You see Matteo like this? Matteo doesn't have to dance.
Oh, that's amazing. If only paychecks really work that way.
Yeah, right.
Did you work 40 hours? You know what? I'm just going to give you 40 hours.
Every single one of his checks is paid to the order of trust.
Yeah, there it is.
So Dimble's gonna pass out 100 gold to everyone in the party, except for our new person who just arrived, which Dimble is sure was not there.
It's pretty sick.
I got 100 gold for free. I didn't even do nothing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Beer money. Oglen's like,
Now
new
I
money,
can
more
Las
slaves.
Vegas.
Rubbing his hands together. All right,
Brew is going to hand you 10 of his gold.
You're nice with
Get
the
yourself into a pickle. You're going to need this.
what's
a pickle?
what's a pickle?
A wet pickle.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What's Kutcher wearing?
Another one in the bag.
Okay, I'll think of an orcish food that's similar to pickle later, okay?
Oh, you mean, I
Like
thought
the giant
like
crab.
you were giving her money to go get armor or weapons or something, and you're like, go get yourself a pickle.
What?
What?
Language barrier.
Season 1 pickled egg.
It's pickled fish.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
What is she wearing? Kutra.
Like burlap sack clothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I recommend.
She looks 100% like a normal, just a regular old slave in this place.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't
Thorin's
think.
gonna give her like 25 of his gold and be like, you could probably use some equipment and stuff as well. So like, this is, if you're gonna be here, you probably need good equipment.
I suggest that we don't let her out of the tavern.
I know Justin helped you make your character.
Yeah.
So all of the equipment that you started with, just go ahead and erase it.
Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed.
Just
go ahead and erase it. Your character literally has nothing to her name. No gold, no equipment, out of what was just given to her.
I heard what you said, Ben. And I'll pick up on that.
Do you have it written down somewhere else? Not on your character sheet?
No, it's on the back.
How much is 50 feet of hempen real quick?
Yeah, you have
About 50 feet.
We'll just reprint that sheet.
Yeah, just cross it out.
Think of it as history. If you can remember what you had before you became a slave.
You can use it to remind yourself
Yeah.
what you had and try to get as much of it as you can. I'm going to tell you, it's unlikely you're going to get it all.
It is
A lot of
now,
that you'll never use anyway.
it is now a
Like
part
the
of your
incense and
backstory.
stuff.
Anything you lose becomes a part of your backstory.
I have incense? What? Why am I
10
carrying around
pounds.
10 sticks of incense?
Wait, it's 10 pounds?
It's 10 pounds for 50 feet of hempen rope.
Wow. Is there a rope that's 2 pounds?
There's
silk-
5 pounds of silk rope.
I mean, to be fair, my character was carrying around like 3 bedrolls, and you're like, why? And then we got a new character, and he's like,
So-
welcome to the group! And you're like,
I
he has a
use,
bedroll! It's like, no, I
encumbrance
don't.
rules.
He's like, well, fuck.
Did you get your
Encumbrance
bedroll?
Encumbrance means what you can carry.
It was hilarious.
Don't mind
safely
the blood
or
stains.
without suffering
It was my
problems.
last orc character, because he's
So,
like, I
and
want to
it's
sleep on multiple
basically
bedrolls.
5
These
times
things are
your
tiny,
strength.
they're hard on my back.
How much did these?
I just
Or
laid them on
25
top, and he's
pounds,
like,
whichever
"Meh."
is higher.
I need a strength of 27, so he could carry shit.
Like those eggshell cushion
Yeah.
things that you put onto your...
So anything you're carrying around has to fit
1
within the
pound.
30 pounds that you have.
And how much is a loot weight?
I want to say 5 pounds. So I'm
You
not.
can
Only
make
if
it
you raise
go,
your strength.
which you generally don't do
Actually
unless
don't know.
you literally have nothing else to do.
As a bard, you wouldn't.
I can look it up real quick.
No, I got
Unless you're supposed to be a barbarian.
Yeah, there you go.
Beat
him.
Listen to my heavy metal!
I thought you didn't allow multiclassing.
I don't, but it's still like saying barbarian.
It's just fun to
It's
say.
the one multiclass you allow?
No. I don't like multi-classing. It makes things too complicated because technically barbarians that are raging cannot cast spells.
Right.
Just imagine if they could
A
though.
loot is 2 pounds.
Multi-class
You found?
sounds difficult.
All right.
It's
So, Ashranen had just suggested that perhaps we leave cuts right here. Oglen will pick up on that. Yeah, that may be best. Although perhaps we shouldn't leave her alone either.
What?
What do you think?
What time of day is it? Do we have
It's
enough
like
time?
midday.
It's midday, so we still gonna do. We're gonna have the rooms definitely for tonight, so we can definitely do some of the shopping for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do we? I think. I know we generally try to all stick together, but in this city, I think if we go out as one large group of 10 people, it might be a little too conspicuous. Do we want to send out small groups at a time?
Yes.
But not small groups. Like, you know, groups of.
But as long as the rest of us stay in the hotel, we should be safe from the DM.
Oglen will need to stay.
Split the
right
party!
there.
Well,
And
I
probably
know.
Thorin,
I know
too.
the magical shop is run by gnomes, so I would actually like to go to there. I think I could actually be able to shop there. The rest of the city, we might have difficulty, the same understanding people. And
Yeah.
And I
I'm kind of like a gnome, so I'll go with you.
does anyone have any magical solutions to that of being able to understand other people?
The what to the who what?
Nope, because they don't exist in my world.
Yeah, I don't
Comprehend languages.
have anything like
Oh,
that.
we should have.
So we'll have to pick a different spell for you.
Stay for a minute.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's been a rule since the very, very beginning.
yeah, pretty much.
Never really ran into it before.
I'm with you, Dimble, because I would also like to buy some leather armor because this desert is
Well,
not.
no,
very
I'm
good
saying
lately.
that would be more of the general store. But I'm saying the magical store is run by gnomes. Because the tyrant keep told us that they may have us some kind of like magic jug of water or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Get
But
through
I'm
the
just
desert,
saying I
yeah.
can actually shop there, so I know I can go there, but some of our other taller folk might have to do some of the other shopping.
Let's see your
at the stores.
PHP.
All right.
Hey,
So what have
Oglen.
you?
Thank you.
If you would like me to accompany you and pretend to be your handler, then I...
No, because I will not be able to pretend that or pull that off.
Well, then that just is an acting skill you need to improve.
Hey,
Be better and not be
It's not
you.
capability, it's willingness.
hey, Oglen. I just wanted to thank you again for carrying my bedroll.
Oh, yeah. Happy to do it. Thank you for being part of the folks that.
We need more bedrolls.
Oh, yes.
Two of them got burned up, remember?
So we should
Sucks
buy
to be
20
them.
more, yes.
So it sounds like we have at least 4 places to go. The Desert Elves for the leather working. Dimble's going to be leading the group that heads to the Wandering Wiseman. We have to secure mounts. Or
I imagine
transport.
Wondering Wiseman, we might be able to get our potions there as well.
Oh, that'd be good. And then perhaps some kind of general store that would see our friend here outfitted and also
Thank you.
bedrolls acquired.
I suggest we don't let Truegar go out without
Supervision?
less than 2 of the God touched. Because he has the most suspicion on him.
He's
Or
a
you
nice
could just stay in
profile.
here.
Wow, that's like a big group.
We have stuff to do, and Truegar is one of the tall people.
Yeah, that's right.
So if he goes to the other side of town, well, maybe word hasn't spread yet, I think he'd be of use then.
The only thing I would like to do is pick up some leather armor from the Desert Elves, but beyond that I can stay here. So you guys do what you need to do, and then you can consider me after that.
It'd be best if you two didn't go out of the tavern without either me or Truegar.
Right.
Too many people have seen you two with
That's right.
us.
I agree. And another consideration
That was
I'll
the in
put to the
character.
group.
How hot is it in Florence?
The people in heavy armor are definitely looking like they just walked out of a sauna every time they leave.
Yeah, I was about to
sweating
suggest
like
that.
crazy.
It's like 95 plus degrees.
Oglen, I suggest, especially with the mark on your armor, that you should take it off.
Yeah, I think
Leave it in
Laura
there.
here will help me put it into storage before I head back out onto the street. That's a very good suggestion, Ash.
Give me your armor, and your armor and my armor will go into Laura's storage.
All right. So it takes like 10 minutes to take heavy armor off.
That's
so.
how armor is made.
Okay, we'll begin that process.
There you go.
So Oglen and Truegar are no longer in their
Literally
heavy
just
armor.
sitting here.
Working on it.
We are now out of our plate mail.
But the
How
next
big
two,
is Truegar?
the next two,
6'2"?
At least 6 inches.
At least. I mean, his nickname in high school was Thumbelina.
How much does studded leather armor cost you
I
guys?
will.
For a small guy, it's like half materials.
I will look at
I
Truegar
don't
and
know if
say,
they'll sell it to small
I'll have
people.
some spare mail if you want to wear it just for now, in case shit goes down.
Much appreciated.
And I will hand you the mail armor that I've been keeping.
Thank you.
And I do have 2 more considerations to put to the group.
I also have a thing to say.
All right. You want to go first?
No, you can.
All right. So, one consideration is, of course, the provisions that we'll take with us. We're going to be looking for dried food in large quantities, or alternatively, we might be able to create food with powers of magic that we have at our disposal. It will just mean that those people cannot put that much of their energy towards fighting things and navigating whatever challenges we present. So.
Well, who would
Yes,
be able to
Matteo.
do that?
Yeah, I was about to say, who can make magic food?
I would be able to do that.
You can
Well,
do that?
We need you to fight.
With reagents.
Oh my god.
But I don't think we should rely on that.
So,
Because the other thing that I wanted to propose is that a lot of us have danced with death in the past, and we may now have enough of Alcar's favor to forestall the death of a companion who has died, at least recently. But it would take a very specific spell component, an expensive one too, a diamond, in fact. So it's an investment.
Let's be clear, you don't have enough gold in the party right now.
So long term, we can keep that in mind as
What value of diamond do you need?
50,000 gold.
well for revivify.
And it lasts 50,000 gold.
Okay, 50.
And it lasts 10 uses.
10 uses. So it will.
so
be,
we gotta steal one.
We gotta steal.
Well, not yet. Hold on a second.
Looks
So-
like a big
All of our diamonds
As
are
someone
back at
remember
the
this
guild hall.
mischief thing.
Yeah. So, for the sake of like expediency, does somebody here know that diamonds are like wicked expensive?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Thorin
so
worked in a mine.
anybody who is experienced in magic enough
Okay.
would know that they're not just regular old diamonds that you pick up. That
I
they've been prepared magically,
Okay.
and that's why they're so expensive.
Totally.
It's not like just picking up a diamond and being like, "Ha ha, you're alive now."
Now you're back.
It's like it goes through a ritual and some magic's channeled into it.
Oh, well, diamonds, they're not really that rare. They're just expensive for whatever reason.
And it might be more of an investment that you really need to make at this time.
Yeah.
Also,
But I
these
just wanted to-
diamonds,
We're
they're
capable
like,
of making
things go into them. I'm from a mining town and stuff. And
Actually,
yeah, they had to do things to the diamonds before,
the
like,
guild
they
funds are
were
actually
magic
not too far off.
capable.
All right.
Not that you have access to that right now.
So it
And that's
sounds like
expensive.
yeah. So it sounds like we're tabling the diamonds for now. But Thorin, you said you had a thing you wanted to.
We did say we wanted to go to a map store. I think it might be worth going there, even if they don't have an exact location. I'm sure they have a roundabout guess
Oh yeah.
how
Maps are
far it is, and we can figure out how many rations we might be looking at before we go buy rations.
That's a great idea. Great idea.
So I have a thought. This could be a dangerous thought. It might be a bad idea. But I feel like I should just put it out there. If we're going to this magic shop and they sell potions, maybe they could identify potions?
Well, that's interesting.
Because we have a bunch of potions, but we don't know what they do.
If only
But there's a mischief tax, so if these mischief potions go awry...
I'm gonna save you trouble. The magic shop does not deal in potions.
Okay.
There is no alchemist in this place.
Okay. That's
So-
why.
theoretically, for argument's sake, what do you guys think started level costs?
Well, we're about to find out. You just drop 800 gold. Just find out when you go. Never been
It'll
here
probably be
before.
more than 100.
Yeah, probably. But I am also small, so less materials.
But also you're
It generally doesn't
small,
work like
so
that.
But also
I think
you're
if anything,
annoying,
they're
so
gonna charge
maybe
us
more
more in this place for
materials?
small stuff.
Yeah, well, if I ever see them doing that, I'm gonna. Never mind.
You're gonna do what? Be
I think
small?
also the desert mounts, we can probably wait till tomorrow morning and probably imagine they're best sold close to the gate as we're leaving.
Okay.
We'll handle that tomorrow as we're leaving.
All right.
Also, just saying, like, if you are small, this place might have mischief tax on armors, so it probably costs more.
Yeah, probably. I'll just wait till we can like go home and consult with the Lords of Steel,
just,
whatever you guys call
just
them.
pretend you're a kid or something.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm a
I mean,
child.
that's
with
most
muscle
of the time.
bells.
All right. Are there any other considerations folks want to put to the group? Yeah.
A private moment with Oglen, please. I sit next to Oglen. Not Oglen, I'm sorry.
I can
Is
help.
it you
I can have
pointed at-
Spanish on both of them.
You
A
pointed at
private
Dimble.
moment with Dimble. I sit next to
Yeah,
Dimble,
that works, doesn't it?
lean my mouth close to your ear, and I say to myself, not to myself, to you, Dimble, while I am incredibly happy that we have freed these particular slaves, there are still more that need to be freed, and the slave owners have a lot of our gold. Tonight, if I were to help you in stealing the gold that we just paid to the slave owners, would you be amenable to that mission? Like if I created a distraction outside the slave home, and then you could steal, because all the gold we gave to the slave owners is now resources they can use to get more slaves. How can we prevent that?
Matteo's here and steal gold.
Did you walk away or you,
I'm sitting next to Oglen, Dimble, whispering in his ear. I literally
can
said,
I roll it?
Yep. Anybody who wants to try to hear it can roll perception.
You know what?
Consider that he publicly asked.
disadvantage and the check is going to be 30 because it's a loud tavern and I'm literally, my mouth is
It's actually
touching
not
his
loud.
earlobe.
And he
tavern
respectfully
is-
asked you.
the tavern
to
is
give him
dead.
some
My
privacy.
lips are on his
Roll
earlobe.
deception at advantage.
All right, Oglen's not
24.
listening because he respects
You get to roll
Truegar.
deception or stealth at advantage here.
Okay.
You know, I
Because you
feel like
said you
Ash
were-
wouldn't be able to not hear it. That's the thing. Like,
24.
oh, you're sitting at the same table as I am, and I'm an elf that's trained in hearing stuff.
I was just like la la la.
I'm accidentally hearing it.
All I heard was steal gold, and Matteo.
Modified 16.
If you roll a 16 or better, you hear what Truegar is saying to
I wonder.
Okay.
Dimble.
I don't think.
What'd you
that's-
roll?
It's a 2, right? I literally.
Brudall really wanted to know. His ears just didn't give a fuck.
His ears were perked in and heard nothing.
Brudall's all like, "Oh, what's that spot on the floor over there? Wait, what'd you say?"
I missed
So
it.
Thorin's gonna clear his throat, just be like,
Am I capable? Probably. Do I think that's our best move? No.
I don't think it's our best move either. But we really need to disrupt the slave trade in any way we can.
if we wanted to disrupt them, we shouldn't have bought the slaves in the
I
first
think
place.
the people that we just freed are going to do a whole lot to disrupt the slave trade very soon. And we should focus on what our task is towards the center of the desert.
If they teleport back here and cause a hell of a ruckus, then I will be happy. Okay, it was just a question. I just wanted to know if...
I like your train of thought, but I think we have more important matters.
Okay,
Then the only thing I need is some leather armor from the Desert Owls, and then we can go.
I'm just saying it. I called the gem. I'm just putting
Can't
that out
stop
there
thinking
now.
of that tune you played.
Jam, what jam?
You know the one that we were talking about last time?
No.
The one in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, the one that I'm going to be securing.
What?
The one that controls the
In
lead
Soviet
from the-
Russia, Gem secures you.
Jewel of Foralos. That's going to be mine.
It will be.
No, I don't know
How do you
what
spell
you're talking
Matteo
about.
backwards?
Okay, well.
Jewel of Poetem.
But I already called dibs. I'm just saying.
All right. And what are folks' thoughts about keeping Truegar and myself hidden away from the outfit guards while you all accomplish these things?
Well, I think if you're going to a shop to buy things, so you've already been throwing money around. I don't think that's going to look any more suspicious than making a bunch of slaves vanish in the middle of town.
Yeah,
That's just us.
that's a good point.
Don't forget, they didn't have a problem with the teleporting. It was with the dispelling of the life bond.
You've already been throwing around lots of money. I think you should be there at least to pick out your own armor, and
All
that's
right.
the time they like to get your measurements the size to make sure it's going to fit right. We don't want to be taking out in the middle of the desert.
That
With
is-
armor you're not familiar with, that doesn't even fit well.
Yeah, true.
Can I go with you guys get armor?
Don't let your shoulder
Yeah, we
be
definitely need
seen.
to not be toting you around in a burlap sack, that's for sure.
That is a good
Burlap sacks are itchy.
Be super useful because their AC is like a -3 right now. Hey, do you see her? Who? You don't see? She's wearing like a beige sack in front of the green tree. You don't see that?
Yeah.
But she gets advantage.
And somehow, I still miss.
So Brudall has given a good advice to the short folks amongst us. You mind repeating that?
Do not let your shoulders be seen out there.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Obviously, you don't have those little markings that everyone else that just magically stopped having it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's because we're not slaves. We paid the tax.
But for some of us,
They have coins to signify that they aren't property.
But at
Some
least
of you that's already been pretending to be slaves,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
I'm more referring to
You're already
the two that
pretending
have
to be
pretended
slaves
to
and
be
said
a
you were
slave at
slaves.
this point.
don't bare your shoulders and prove that you're not.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
I mean,
Cool. Now the guard's gonna ask to see a shoulder.
And all they have to do is show a coin.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, different place slave trade. Not this one.
All right.
So the question comes back full circle to, do we want to take care of this all together or assign different groups to go get stuff?
Let's just break up
We
into
have
groups.
about half the day left.
I would suggest different groups.
Yeah, 2 separate groups I think would be economical.
2?
Let's see, one tall person.
I was thinking maybe 3, but if we wanted to do 2,
Three.
I like sticking together.
Because we
Total.
I'm
For this
afraid
Catch
too
your
many
five.
people is going to be
Yeah, you're a tall person
more
too.
suspicious.
That means
Well, I
there's-
think too many people would be like a bad thing.
Well, Sano's hungover, so we don't have him.
So I'm gonna give you free recollections here. Remember that a ridiculous number of people have already seen Truegar with an entourage of like 4 or 5 people
Yeah.
following him around.
So perhaps Truegar could lead one of the groups, maybe to the armor shop, and
Well,
To the candy shop.
these places, the market's probably all general same place they said is on this path. Let's just all at least stick together till we get to the same general area, and then maybe if we each want to go into different shops once we get there.
I was gonna say,
All at once? I'm cool with that. Absolutely.
we got 4 tall people. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 short people. Perfect split. 4 and 4.
Except she's in a burlap sack. She's not going to pass for owning a small person when she's walking around looking like a slave fresh off the cart.
Well, I would lend some clothes, but you know, 2'11".
It's not
Probably
really
not gonna fit.
Lyeska's summer fashion.
Yeah.
It certainly is.
It's the
airy.
Gucci burlap.
It's the Gucci burlap.
It'd probably be Guccinarius here, because you know it'd be an elf.
There
Yeah,
it is.
Guccinarius.
So for our
I
knowledge,
mean,
we're not
I could
heavy,
make the burlap
gotten our
sack
heavy
look
armor
better
off at
with
this
like
point.
magic.
That's true.
You said now it's green.
I know it takes some of
No, I was more thinking mending.
Oh, they do look like minor.
I mean, it doesn't look tattered or anything. It just looks like a burlap sack that somebody cut armholes into.
No, fuck, if I mend it, the holes will go away.
The holes
will disappear.
Oh, yeah.
No, the holes are just really tight. Her arms look like really blue from all the bloodlines.
What kind of elf are you?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm from the Blue Arm tribe.
I'm a blue elf. It hurts. Help me.
Bastard hurts. Let's keep moving.
Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. All right. Has Talora taken our armor
If she
into
takes off the
the
burlap
storage
sack, then we
area
can use it
at
as
this
a
point?
sack
Or-
later.
Did you give it to her to do that with?
Yeah, we started
Then yes.
taking it off. And, all right.
You started undressing in the middle of the
In the middle of the tavern.
in the middle of the
Just taking.
So I think we should go get
Yeah,
this.
as
You
Oglen's
guys
leading the
really
meeting.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I didn't catch any of that.
Oh my god, put your clothes back on.
Oglen's dropping his pants. He looks like, oh yeah, that's a good point, Dimble.
Put them back on. Pretend nothing happened.
Yeah, they've been moved.
All right, fantastic. So I'm ready to head out. We'll follow your orders, Dimble, about how you'd like to proceed. But I agree with your intuitions about separate groups.
Well, I think you missed the part that I'm pretty sure that all these places are pretty close together
That's right.
down this path. So if we all head together down there, and then once we're there, we'll still be in the same general area in case we need to get in touch with each other.
All
I
right.
just think maybe each of us, me, you, and Ash should be in each in one group.
All is
At
one.
least
And
that way we can communicate if something happens.
Okay.
But if we're in the same shopping, we're from the same shopping. The shops are across from each other. I think we'll be alright.
Okay.
That way, just be more efficient while we're shopping, not wasting time.
and I
Considering we're only got a couple hours left.
That's right.
agree. And
I
I am
definitely want to get a good night's sleep tonight.
more than happy to be the braggadocious asshole that leads this entire group. But if you want to tell me what to do while I'm in the front, just let me know via message.
That works.
All right.
And young lady, you just kind of tag along and keep quiet until we can get you some proper clothes on.
I thought we were leaving it here, considering what she looks like.
Well, I'm sure we have a warlock that has minor illusion that can at least make her look semi-decent.
How long, if it's so close, why can't we just go get clothes then come back? How
I
much
mean,
of
you
it
just
day?
bought this slave. It would be out of the ordinary for you to be
Yeah.
outfitting her.
Ash,
That
you
is
don't have a
very
spare
true.
set of clothes, do you? We
I
could
have a
just do that.
spare set of chainmail, but that's
No,
not.
I just see
that's not
it's an unnecessary risk when we could just play it safe.
I have a spare set of clothes, but I think she's too big for that.
Yeah,
I think we
same.
just go to the general store first, get her kitted, and then we'll split off to the other ones.
I agree.
Well, we'll see what's there when we get there.
What background did you pick?
Sage.
I'm right behind you, Dimble. Oglen's ready to leave whenever we're done
I'm
our,
ready.
our planning.
I'm ready.
And you took off your armor, so I don't have to like.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, he's in the process of taking off his armor.
Yeah,
it
and I
takes like
sold-
10 minutes.
I'm
Alright.
sold, Oglen.
That whole
I guess I'll
conversation
press
will
the
be-
his armor while I take it
I hope
off.
not.
Truegar already removed his armor, but I agree with him. But we should bring. The
I have to
movie
be
out.
honest. I love that you guys just like stood in the middle of the damn dining room and were like, "Hey, something looking?"
Don't mind me.
Well,
No one looked.
in my defense, I've like taken off my motorcycle gear at my work before, in
Yeah.
full view of everyone. But underneath my motorcycle gear
Yeah,
was just
regular
in my
clothes.
uniform. Yeah. So to me, taking off excess armor is not a big deal.
Oglen's not showing more skin than he normally does.
Oh, Oglen is a bit of a slut. He's a himbo. He's a himbo.
Okay, so are you guys ready to start your
Buying.
shopping?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna take our break.
Oh, nice. I was about to pee my pants, Gordon.
I was also about to pee Richard's pants.
No, don't you dare!
Yes. Are you going? Can I pee on your pants too?
Don't pee on my pants!
Goodbye, viewers.
I'll take the video. Wait, I'll take the video. God damn it, Jeremy. If you say welcome back, I will kill you.
A very visceral game.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back.
Okay.
Is it just PC or is it?
PlayStation,
awesome.
PC,
All of
maybe
them.
Xbox?
All of them except for the Switch.
Okay.
What about the Game
I don't
Boy?
think it'll ever make it to the Switch. It's way too big.
Yeah.
And if you buy it for PS4 or Xbox, guys, they're doing a free upgrade, so you can get it to PS5 and whatever the new Xbox is.
But let's be real, are those sesame sticks up for grabs?
Yes, they
I
are.
think we've all been wondering the same
They're there
thing.
to taunt you.
No, I have my own. Like,
Yeah, seriously, put them in a bowl.
I don't know.
for God's sake.
You just randomly have something.
Good
stuck
ass
in your
sesame
throat,
sticks
you don't know
for
what
sure.
it is. It's not a penis. Shut up.
Almost always a fuzzy from the inside of my mask.
Yeah, my two favorite
well, could it be
games.
one of those like mucus
Two
things?
favorite game developing teams
That's kind of weird.
are
Is this
literally
a
doing
shellfish
free upgrades
of some
to the
kind?
next- to the next one.
No, it's like it's the same thing where like
Gearbox
oysters
and
make
probably-
pearls.
Uh-huh.
Like if you get dust particles stuck in the back of your throat, like
And then it
calcium will
kills
go. Yeah.
I see. Alright.
Cool. I have a pearl in the back of my throat.
There it is.
Guess that's better than a penis.
I was gonna say, is that what you call it?
I will
Yes.
roll this dice.
Well,
Alright, are we ready to...
Jack Sparrow did enjoy his ship with the Black Pearl.
Hey, there it is.
So where were we? Where did we leave off?
We were just about to head out into the town.
That's
right?
correct. We all agreed that we were going to leave as one giant group to the merchants
market.
and the market, the armor guild, and all that good stuff.
Alright. And we stored our armor.
Yes, we did.
We made our plans.
I also stored your armor.
Alright. Double stored. Anything else folks want to do before we move out of the
Go
town?
shop.
Do we need to like hide
I'm
any
gonna-
marks or any like? Yeah.
I
I'm
think
going to grab Oglen and just kind of hold you back so I'll let everyone else kind of filter out first.
Okay.
I'll be the first one out because I'm so.
So you guys are
eager.
traveling in one large group?
for now.
For now.
As everyone has walked out the room, I'm actually going to come down to a kneel.
Okay.
So I'm basically at eye level, probably.
Yeah, that's probably better.
What is this?
I need to apologize. Since I joined your group, I've learned a lot in my life.
Useless.
And one thing I've now noticed is that I did not think a lot in my actions when I came to this land. I've been bounty hunting for a lot of years, and I now think that I've helped partake in this kind of place's actions. You know, contracts would come in, they tell me to find somebody. I never asked why, what, I just handed it off. Now, seeing what you guys just did, I just more and more I still keep thinking of what I've been doing and what I need to start doing with you guys. So, seeing how passionate you were about this, I'm apologizing to you because I know what I've done is probably backlash to what you've now done.
Well, that's a very courageous thing that you've just told me, and I appreciate it. I do think that there are perhaps those among us who are beyond redemption, but I do not count you in that number. So know that it's not too late to make up for what part you may have played in these troubles that we're trying to rectify here. I'm glad to have you by my side.
I'll keep learning from you guys, or try to learn at least.
And we'll learn from you as well.
I think this would upset Ash. Just knowing that you partaked in slave trading.
Well,
Even-
good thing he waited till you walked out the door since you said you walked out the door first.
Brudall, stand
I
back
thought
up,
this was outside.
pat
No.
you on the back, and walk out.
All right. Oglen.
Thorin's probably one of the first people that you see since he was like in the back of the group.
Okay. So Oglen was just gonna look up at the sun and do a little wink into the sky, knowing that his attempts at being a good missionary might be paying dividends here. But what were you?
No, just like in case you need to like catch up with anyone. Thorin's probably towards the back.
Okay. Yeah. So
He probably like comments something like, "Hey, you guys are like being slow or something. We have to like keep going."
So where are you guys going first?
General store. That's where I'm going.
Well, they said everything was along this track.
The Desert Elf Armor is not. It's over in the Arboreal District. Which will be really easy to find because it's the only place with trees in the whole place. There are no trees in the rest of this city.
Thorin does like trees. Do we want to hit that place up first?
It's the furthest away from where you are. All of the other shopping could literally be done like right here, like just inside.
Yeah.
The only place you have to travel for is the armor.
Road trip.
Wasn't that also where the magic shop was? The Arboreal District?
No.
I thought there was another thing here.
Check your notes.
Can we fast travel there, or are there monsters nearby?
I'm so happy you're not sitting in my chair right now.
So, what are the 8 of you going to do?
Given the fact that I am a tin pot leader, for-show leader of this party, I immediately will head towards the directions that I know of to the Desert Elves for armor.
On your way there, you pass the general store.
Mm-hmm. And I have not been told to stop yet, so I'm
Oh,
still
well, I
heading
go into
towards
the general store because that was my idea to go to.
Bye,
first.
Ash. See you later.
And I guess they're just
But you
going
don't
to leave me
see
there.
that.
Okay, so you walk in the general store, and it's pretty busy. There are a lot of people shopping.
Hey, Truegar, we should probably get
Most of
What do you
them
want for
actually
it
look
first?
like slaves. Like maybe they're doing shopping for their master or whatever.
Fine, okay, I'll turn around and follow Ash.
Well, first of all, I looked for clothes that looked like they would fit a half-elf
No,
female.
Well, you'll go in the general store. I'm going to look for the.
You don't see any clothing in here at all.
Well, then
I'm
I
gonna
guess-
check the tailor shop.
Clothing store.
I looked for some of the other general store goods that we need, such as rations and extra water pouches, water skins.
Rations come from a tavern.
I guess I'll just leave the general store because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Some general store, they don't have shit.
They have everything, just not those things. The first 2 things he lists.
Everything except for what you want.
You
Yes,
get like
Thorns-
rope and tools and things
Rope
like that.
accessories. Too bad rope weighs 10 pounds.
Did you not know that?
No, I did, but it sucks.
Did you not know the weight of most of those packs is like 20 pounds or something?
Yeah,
The
it's
Explorer's
more
pack
than
is
that.
39
I had to
pounds.
make sacrifices at the beginning so I could carry everything. I'm like, bro.
Is Ash leaving the
Yes.
general store? Okay.
Expeditions too.
So like we're stopping at the general store. Cutter,
Not
do you want to
anymore.
like go in here and like pick up a bedroll or what else that produce you need?
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
Alright, I guess Thorin's gonna go up to like the counter with Kutra.
Okay. In the general store?
I think that's where we are.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Probably looking for like a small weapon or something.
You're not gonna really find anything in the general store.
Okay.
You have to
I'm
go.
going to pick up like a backpack.
Yeah, probably a backpack.
You find some backpacks on a shelf.
Is there any hats? I want one with a feather in it.
Yes. There's not one with a feather.
Matteo has a cool hat.
You can get your own feather.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling back to.
This is really annoying. Yeah, a piece of Skittles stuck in my throat.
I'll eat another Skittle.
I can empathize.
They're gone. Oh, they're not gone.
Oh. Like Zambies.
The last one's the zombie one.
Yeah, please let the last one be a zombie.
It's not.
Ah, good.
No, I've had the Skittles that was like it was the J.K. Rowling, you know, here's one of skunk, here's one of the dirty sock. It was
Bean
the whole-
boozled.
Yeah, the Bean Boozled Skittles. Yeah, I've had those before.
Those are jelly,
Jelly
beans.
beans.
Jelly beans?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bro. Okay, no cap. The toothpaste one, kind of good though.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
Well, the skunk jelly bean was actually kind of weirdly good. I'm not
Oh,
gonna lie.
I had that one if my breath smelled terrible after eating that one.
I can't eat any of those because I'm terrified I'm gonna get the fucking earwax one.
Yeah.
There's an earwax one?
Yes, and it's disgusting.
The skunk jelly bean was
probably
actually
worse than the
weirdly
zombie
good.
Skittle.
We're hard derailing, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally are
She was
derailing.
looking at her list.
Yeah, we're derailing literally to give people time.
So you're
Do I
looking for a
need
back.
case for a map?
What?
What was your
Here's
question?
for a map. Do I need that?
Why don't you have a case for a map? That's not in any of your equipment lists.
Yeah, it is.
It might
Which
have come
list
with
is it
the
in?
entertainers pack
Scholar or something.
or the scholars pack. Yeah.
She said she was a sage.
Probably came with that background.
I literally have the sage stuff written right here.
Nice. But it doesn't matter because she doesn't have any of that stuff, right?
That's true.
Alright.
But she's looking at a list she had from before this.
Oh, I see.
Waiting for how much you get to pay the
Oh,
other
so she
town.
wants to rebuy it then.
Fine. Literally just need clothes and that's it.
Okay, we can't get clothes here because it's just a general store.
Weapons,
You
which you're not gonna find here, but I would get a backpack.
And a
Yeah.
bedroll.
And something to sleep with.
Get
Yeah.
a backpack and bedroll.
Yeah, backpack and a bag.
Unless
Just
Thorin
like
is
that.
walking around with
I'm
10.
going really high.
And
I don't know
she
what it
doesn't-
is about Sam's characters, but they collect weird things.
They don't have a water skin. Would they sell those here?
They would.
I can get a second bear trap.
I think Matteo's got like a normal sized person's backpack.
So how much gold do you have?
35.
Okay, that's not going to be enough to buy everything you need.
Okay.
So you're going to have to pick.
102 gold. You got it.
You have a backpack, you have a water skin, and you have a bedroll, right? Is that what you're taking up to the counter to buy?
Yeah.
Okay, well there's it looks like a human woman standing at the counter, and she's wearing clothing similar to yours. Looks like she's also a slave.
She's wearing a burlap sack.
Yep. Pretty much. Hers has like gold filigree on it though, so she's like a high class slave. And she says to you, is that everything for you today?
Yes.
And she says, that'll be 55 gold.
I don't have that much.
How much do you have?
35.
Alright.
How much is it for the backpack?
35 gold.
Water skin?
20 gold.
The bedroll's free.
Highway robbery!
Theft isn't a crime if you don't get caught.
Or if it's behind the guise of capitalism.
You can travel in this world, and you can call people out for trying to cheat you as well.
Be assertive. Tell them they're being. Sorry.
She kind of taps the counter and she says, are you getting them or not? I don't have all day.
What'd she say?
Her eyebrows just shot up to the top of her hairline.
Let her roll an intimidation check on those eyebrows.
They went from.
Excuse me?
Who do you think you're talking to?
Well, you can catch
So your
me
response
out
was what?
How about that?
Don't talk to me like that.
That's what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna help you here, right?
Yep.
Because you're new. How are you dressed?
You said
What does your
this.
character look like right now?
What does she look like?
She looks like a slave, right?
Yeah.
Is that how a slave would talk?
No.
So you can do that if you want. But it could cause problems for you and the people who are with you, right? Or you could just play along with it and apologize. So keep in mind that how you interact with the NPCs can also affect you and the group later.
Okay.
Right? I'm not telling you that what you did is wrong. I'm just giving you hints. But it is wrong. You probably don't want to start trouble.
But it's not as bad as some of the other.
It's not as bad as
wrongs.
shooting your horse in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Or
I'll just
picking
say
a
I'm
fight
sorry.
with a goblin overlord.
And Kobold Overlord,
Kobolds, yeah.
who then cuts your head off. Who could that
So
have been?
Thorin's still like next to her, so he's gonna be like, those prices seem pretty steep for like basic things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like any better that you can do?
You can go to another town.
I'll show you another town.
I'm just saying, like,
We sell at the price that our master says to sell things at.
Let me speak to your manager.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't say it, but I was totally thinking of. Yeah, I'm gonna need to speak to a manager.
So,
I mean, surely there's got to be some wiggle room or
while
something.
they're in there, are the rest of us hanging out, or are we all dispersing to the other stores nearby? Because I think Dimble would, why, you know, guys went into the general store.
No, maybe. I can check.
Is heading towards the magic store, but anyone else that's still there?
So Thorin and Kotra are the only ones right now who are at the general store. Everybody else is left. Okay. So we're gonna keep going with them as you guys are traveling, because your travel is going to be
Well,
perhaps uneventful.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
well, as we're starting to separate, like, Dimble's like looks back and is like, "Hey, at least one tall person should stay with them."
She is a tall person.
But she looks like a slave.
Yeah. So she doesn't count.
Perhaps Ashranen, that way we can keep in contact over distance if we need to.
I swear.
Yeah, didn't he? Because as you said, you went in there originally, right?
Yeah,
And you were looking around, you just didn't see what
I
you
didn't
wanted.
find anything I needed.
And if you just stand
So as
outside.
Ash walks out, we say, "Hey, go back in."
I roll my eyes and turn around.
Look after the girl. You two are like elves, you know, pointy ears and all.
All elves know each other, right?
It's okay. I have an elf friend.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, next time there's a half-orc, I'm just gonna assume it's your brother, right?
It could be. I wouldn't fucking know.
I'm surprised if your parents had more than one child, given how you turned out.
Oh,
my
And then I
God.
go back into the general
inner
store.
party
Oh my
conflict.
Jesus.
I did that once.
To
You
be
got
fair,
my
they
ass.
did say he was
Hey.
tired.
Don't hit any barmaids on your way out.
How about?
That joke made no sense, so Ash just rolled his eyes and went in, considering your intelligence
And
is below his by a marginal amount.
And then when he closed the door, I said, "Remember that time you shot his horse?"
So after a minute,
No, but I'm gonna keep that in
she comes
mind.
back and she says, "We can do 45 gold for all of three."
I think that seems like fair. That's better than the 55.
That's 10 on gold now.
Are you good with that?
Sure. I can give you my 35.
Alright. Thorn will pony up the other 10 for her.
20,
She is 35. You said it was 45.
So that'd be
55.
You just said 40.
Are you sure? Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Guys, I know what I said.
I'm sorry.
Hide in
Well,
that
he
room
killed it, so
right now.
45 gold, fine. Go stand in the corner.
No, I'm gonna roll in the corner.
So make sure in your equipment, you now list that you have a bedroll, a water skin, and a backpack.
Nice man, Thorin.
So, like, thank you for being so accommodating and stuff.
Yeah. Do you need anything else?
I don't think so. Let me see, Ash. Ash, do you need anything?
No, I'm just your babysitter.
Thank you.
Wow, Ash is like something else today.
You have a wonderful day, and we'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. So
She like looks over you. Next.
I don't know why, but I always
Thorin
picture
ushers
Ash
her
looking
for out.
like Bad Santa.
Higgs looks like Legolas.
So, are you guys gonna try to catch up with the rest of the party as they're going to the?
I mean, we can.
Is that what you want to do?
Sure.
Okay,
You
so
wanna do
Well, I think I'm first going to be like, Ash, where'd everyone else go? Because we don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it?
I don't think anybody actually told them that they were coming.
I'm sure they went to the other stores, such as the magic store.
Do you like contact Dimble and like figure out?
I can try.
Main characters.
Use my god telepathy. Hey, where'd you guys go again? I forgot.
We're just hitting the other small shops that are close by. So you can stay in the area. We should be back out soon.
They're close by at the other shops. I suggest we stop by the tailor shop because I doubt one of them
Sounds like
she
a
needs
plan.
clothes.
I can't help but look at you whenever you cough, because it's usually like, go there!
No, I seriously do not know what's up with my throat right now. I feel like I got ravaged by fucking spicy food.
So I'll follow Ash.
To the tailors.
Cool. So the other group is arriving at the magic shop right about now. There's only a few buildings down. And you walk in and you see quite a few gnomes running around. Some of them are wearing normal clothes and some of them are wearing slave
Before we
clothes.
walk inside, I kind of turn to Oglen. Like, Oglen, can you pair up with somebody and try to find the map shop so we can figure out how much rations we need?
Yeah.
The Wandering Wise Man was the place you were told sold them.
It's called the Wandering Wise Man.
It's where you're at now.
That's what we're in.
Oh, it's the same place. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Alright.
Go find that place where we are now.
Yeah.
Done?
Okay, we're here.
Good job!
It's like when you're given the quest and it's already in your inventory.
Yeah, right?
Congratulations! Thank you.
Ding! Oh, hey, you're back already. That was fast.
I need
Yeah, I
6 pieces
didn't
of
leave.
cheese. I anticipated this. Oh, thank you!
I've been carrying this cheese for 3 games.
If
So-
Truegar and Oglen want to go get their leather, I can chill with you.
Well, that's pretty far across town. I think we should wait for that.
So,
So, anyone wants to look around for magical items? I look first. One of the gnomes that looks more like if they're behind a counter or a register, not one of the ones that looks busy running around.
Okay. There is somebody at the counter. It looks like a female gnome.
Talking gnomish. Good day, ma'am.
She looks like she panics a little bit. And in a very broken semblance of Alcarian, she says, "Oh, we can't speak that here."
Oh, sorry. We're not allowed to use our own language?
No, the mischief tax.
Oh, that wasn't explained to us when we paid it coming in.
Well, you know now.
Okay. Fair enough. We're heading into the desert. I hear that you might have a few things here that might help us with that trip.
Ah! And she saunters around the counter and she goes over to a display. And on the wall you see these very finely made flasks. And she says, "These are our flasks of almost endless water."
Almost.
What's the almost part?
What are you talking? I didn't say that.
You said the flask of almost endless water.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have any flasks of almost empty water.
Empty or endless?
Wait a minute. Which flasks are we standing at? And she picks one up and shakes it. Almost endless water.
I'm obviously going to have to buy a few, but I'd like to know what exactly the almost is. Is one gnome to another?
She sighs. Can't you just buy them?
Yes, but I want to know what I'm buying.
You're going to buy a flask that's been magically enchanted to produce water for up to 14 days.
Okay. How far is it to the
To where? I don't
towards the middle of the desert? If we're crossing the desert, how long?
Why are you going to the middle of the desert?
Hunting flowers. And we hear there's a big patch towards the middle.
Roll deception. She literally lives here. She probably would have heard about this.
do you have any flasks of almost endless ale?
Flowers is Alcarian for temple.
20 mod.
Okay. She's like, well, I imagine 2 could get you to the center and back, but... Or if you don't drink normal, 1 could get you there maybe.
Oh, is that per person or per party?
Per person. It is a desert. It's really hot.
Jesus Christ.
And how much are they?
That's a good question.
A lot.
Well, they're 65 gold, but if you bring back the empty flask, we'll give you 25 gold back.
deal.
Yeah.
Like we're renting them.
Are we in a collab right now?
They have the recycling all
So
down.
how much are they?
65 gold.
65.
But if you bring it back when you're done with it, we'll give you 25 of that back.
And what about a bulk discount?
65 gold.
Looking at buying
Mine there.
at least 8, possibly more.
We need at least 9, because there are 9 of you.
Counting 8.
Sano's not
Santa's
here.
not here.
Oh,
No, that's
He doesn't
right.
need it.
Am I there?
He's fine.
so we need at least 9.
I tapped Dimble. Boop, boop,
I
boop.
guess I gotta get it.
Hey,
Aren't
so
bulk
I'm
discounts
confused.
illegal
If it's
here?
endless water
What?
for 14 days,
I
couldn't we
heard
all
someone
just
say
share
bulk
one?
discounts were
That's what I'm
illegal at
thinking.
one point.
Almost endless water.
Does it only fill up like once or twice a day or something?
No, it has 14 days worth.
But that means it's
She listens,
endless
she says,
for 14
well,
days.
that's 585 gold, but I think maybe I could do it for 540. If you buy them all now. Like, if you're actually going to buy 9, I can do it for 540.
Wouldn't we need 18?
We just have to ration our water.
Oh my god. What if we run out?
Then you die! And that's why you have backup characters.
And Thorin has 3 water skins.
Yes, I told you, all of Sam's characters collect odd shit.
Kombucha.
It doesn't seem to hold too much more water than a normal water skin.
One flask is going to last you 2 weeks. A water skin only holds a gallon of water.
Possibly so.
It'll fill up whatever you don't drink every morning.
Well, what else here do you have that might be useful for travelers going into the desert? Do you have any kind of magical mitts that will help us when we go to pluck the flowers?
No, just use leather gloves.
Just leather gloves, just precious fine. Okay. Do you have any magical ornaments or weapons here?
She like laughs at you. No, that's not allowed to be sold in this city. You are new.
We quite are. So it's not just by you, but in the city in general. It's not allowed?
Yeah, all of the magical items get confiscated by the guard and taken to the palace.
Wow.
And around the palace.
Quite quarters.
Go ahead. I triple dog dare you.
I think we could take it.
Everybody else has their characters ready, right?
I mean, Thorin's just gonna go back to the tavern now.
It's gonna be really awkward for the world if all of you die while you're trying to save it.
Truegar one's away.
That's why Thorin's staying behind.
What about maps? I heard you have maps.
So she looks at you skeptically, and then she motions for you to follow her, and she takes you over to like a display stand. And the display stand has maps on it. How closely are you looking?
Pretty closely. I'm trying to.
Roll investigation.
Roll it so hard.
Roll good.
Roll good.
I'm going to say. Now,
Totally like a
Dimble,
Polaroid picture.
you can find the right thing and cast guidance on yourself.
Okay.
You better roll tide. Better than rolling chungus.
Agreed.
Big Chungus?
No, big chungus.
That's not even big chungus. Enormous chungus.
Grand Chungus.
23.
Were you guys in a coma for a few months or something that you still think that's funny?
Yes. Have you seen my son meme? I fucking love that son meme and I don't know why.
That was funny like 2 years ago, Will.
I know! God, don't judge me. No, so
I'm
good.
sorry, what was your roll?
23.
The ridiculousness.
I'm trying to keep it quiet.
So you're pretty sure, based on initial like scanning of these maps, that they might be like tourist trap type things. Like you see like very like elaborate symbols for certain places in the desert, and it just doesn't strike you. Like one of them literally says secret lair.
Well, these look quite colorful and interesting. Do you have any real maps for sale?
She looks at you. These are real maps.
They're maps. They're real, that's for sure. Do you have any actual maps of the desert?
Archaeology
Right there.
Really, man?
Roll persuasion.
Make it hurt more.
I don't think it will.
What, 30?
That's pretty
She
low.
sighs and she says, "Those are real maps."
Really?
No. I love how you just laughed. That was your reaction. She says, "Okay, fine. No, you're not going to find any real maps of the desert because people don't go there because people don't come back when they go there."
Oh, well, that's helpful.
So, on average, for every 10 flasks you sell, how many actually get returned to you?
Most people who buy them are traveling across the desert on the roads to go to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So they usually we get maybe 8 out of every 10 are returned at some point.
That's much higher than I was expecting. But imagine if they're just traveling across the road, and imagine at least one out of the two probably just keeps it because they forget to bring it back. But doesn't get returned.
Or they die
Or they don't.
in the
Well, that'd be
desert
the other
because
way.
they don't ration their supplies. It is hot.
Well, that sounds like a great idea to ration.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look around and talk to my compatriots, and then I'll be back in a moment.
All right. Well, let me know.
Kind of take a quick look around the shop. Do I see anything else that might be useful, or does it all kind of look like knickknacks? And
So most of it is knickknacks, but there are some small useful things. Like there are like blank books and arcane infused inks and things like that. They all seem relatively pricey though, based on where they are in the store. Like some of the things that you're looking at right now are like behind the counter on shelves.
I'm gonna call her. Hey, how much does this book cost? The empty one.
He's trying to find something at his reading level. Come
Yeah.
on.
Have an inspiration for that.
Hey, bro, you're welcome. I set you up.
Yeah. I was waiting for someone else.
Yeah.
Blank books equals.
It's 25 gold.
25 gold. Oh my. Well, I guess I don't even have any ink, so I'll pass.
That's 75 gold.
I just said I'd pass. I don't have any ink.
There's 100 gold for both.
No.
You just asked for it. You can't ask for it and then say you don't want it. That's not how it works.
Well, I thought about it and then
Do I really need to get the guards to enforce the mischief tax here?
Hey, I don't even have 100 gold with me.
He is one of the.
Then you shouldn't have come in this store.
But I don't know what that.
Your kind are troublemakers.
Hey, we're that kind too.
No, we're not.
We all paid the tax the same.
Do you need anything else?
No, I'm just checking out.
Then you can leave.
Okay, jeez. Oh my god.
Alright, hey everyone, huddle up.
So we caught up with them yet?
We're still in the tailors. Trying
So
to
everyone-
Yeah, we haven't done the tailor.
Everyone that's there, Dimble kind of calls them all over. It's like, so we obviously need to get some of these. If we buy them all together, we could get a little bit cheaper. But they're gonna be 600 gold. That's, I think even if we pull all together, that's a good portion of our gold. But then we also need armor. But I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to afford the armor and the water skins both.
Well, if you order us to spend our spending money, we will.
Well, I'm not gonna order you to spending money. Well, we're each gonna have to buy a flask. But I'm just saying where we're at. It looks like we might be short on funds. I'm trying to be able to buy everything.
Almost as if you need to do side quests for rewards.
Given the fact that Ash sold a lot of his Rana to free the slaves, he did have a little bit left over after the fact. I think that could go
I
towards.
have so much left over.
So much.
And part of that,
So much money.
But don't
and
tell
part of
him.
that's Dimble's. That you have not given to him yet.
You have not given
And Justin's
He has
waiting.
not forgotten. Well,
I'm gonna pay everyone, but you still owe me money.
How much gold do you have?
Something
I
I
have
haven't brought up.
258 gold and 150 platinum.
oh man.
You're rich.
Wow.
About 50 of that platinum is Justin's.
All right.
In 50, it's about to be mine.
Well, I know that many of you supported me in the things that I had asked to be done earlier today,
And
so
I have
I'll
higher too.
give you what I have. And Oglen hands over the 100 gold that you paid.
Well, let's wait for. He brings up a good point. Ash does have some of my gold left over from the when he got converted.
No, he doesn't. He bought her the finest clothes that we could find.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
I think we should get.
Let's do that role play real quick.
Let's
Is that what are you looking for the finest tailor shop you can?
The finest clothes for the fair lady
and
here.
go see how much our armor's going to cost, and then try to figure out what we're going to do from there with what funds we have.
All right.
Something I haven't brought up.
Elves
I thought
look out
we were
for
a little
elves.
better off with money. There's no way we could bring a wolf and some dogs into the desert. We're gonna need other mounts.
We have brought that up.
Yeah, we brought that up like 4 times.
I wasn't listening.
It's okay.
You do know your mount will be fine, right?
Right.
Okay.
No, it won't.
Yeah, that's
It's
why.
literally a spirit bound into a body.
You're Gordon. It might not be fine.
Well, I mean, for the desert, it'll be fine. Whether or not it
For
survives
your
the
desert.
damage.
His mount will drink the blood of Oglen to survive it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's true.
It's like the berserker armor.
All right, so we kind of head outside and
Okay.
wait for them. So we can go and do that real quick.
So you guys find a tailor shop, and you walk in, and it's not very busy. You see like racks of like common clothes just hanging there.
What are the shopkeepers like race?
Human.
And Thorin's gonna keep his mouth shut.
I'm sure you know how to handle yourself in terms of clothes. Just go on, and I'll just stick around the door.
You might want to mention to them before you go shopping you don't have any money.
Oh yeah, I don't have any money left.
I guess I'll come with you and pay for whatever you need.
Thank you.
There goes your platinum.
Someone got sugar daddy.
Okay, so you find clothes that you like.
Okay.
They're just basic clothes.
About that time, Dimble messaged Ash. Hey, where are you guys? We're going to have to pool money to get these water cans.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
What have you done by that time?
Hey, we need to pull money together for water cans. Oh, and by the way, where's my platinum? No, he doesn't. So you find clothes. What have you done?
I'm saying to Ash, I like these ones.
Let's go see how much they are. And I motion towards the front counter.
Is there a self-checkout?
Yes, there is stuff.
Wait, did you even try these on?
They look like they fit me.
Are there fitting rooms here?
Oh yeah. Are there fitting rooms?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try
There
them
are
on.
now.
Did they look desert appropriate, or were they like
They look
the
like
climate?
the clothing that the people in the town wear.
Okay.
As long as they're not plate mail, I think you'll do okay.
Or chainmail.
So
Or split mail.
after you're done trying it on, do they fit?
Yeah.
Go to the store clerk. How much money do you think it's going to be? Did it have any tags, prices nearby?
Nope. So don't even make up any random ass numbers.
I'll come with you.
This entire set is 1 copper, you know.
Yeah, right.
One
So you go to the
gold
counter,
and
and there's a woman standing at the counter. She does not appear to be a slave. She appears to be a freed woman. And she says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I'd like to purchase these clothes.
They don't look like they're gonna fit you.
Does it matter if I'm going to give you money for them?
Not particularly, I suppose.
Can she see Kutra? Kutra?
She's ignoring her. Because how she's dressed.
Oh, they're not my size, but they're hers.
Aren't you an extravagant slave owner? Do you buy all of your people clothing this nice?
Do you interrogate all your customers?
It's small talk.
Did I pay for that? I'd just like to purchase this clothes.
I hope
He's
that's
about to pay for it. Alright, fine. Let me see the clothes you want.
I already put them on the counter.
She looks at him. She says, this would be 45 gold.
About to make an elf reindeer tax.
It is? How much is there? Like, it's just a top and pants.
It's 45 gold.
But no, out of character, how much clothes is it?
It's like an undershirt, like a vest, and then decent pants.
45 gold?
She like leans on her. That's what I said, isn't it?
You didn't pay for small talk!
Well, given that Ash has been in this situation before, he's just trying to pay up.
I know what's
Oh,
coming.
I can't wait till the rest of the party finds out you paid 45 gold for clothes.
For common clothes.
I feel like 10 on the HP.
that's like a silver.
Was it the halfling chandelier or was it the
Gnomish.
gnomish
The gnomish
chandelier? That's
Yeah, that one costed him 100.
No, last time I got in an argument with the shop owner, I literally fought him.
That is true. That is true. And it was not because of your abrasive personality. That had nothing to do
Technically,
with
that never happened. That was a dream.
Yeah.
And the dude was actually very nice.
In real life, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because he went in here thinking you were gonna fight.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
And he was super chill.
yeah, the dude's like, hey man, so
So she takes the 45 gold, and that's it. She turns away from you.
How much of it does she pocket herself, knowing that?
All of it goes in her pocket. 'Cause she's the business owner.
Oh, okay.
5 silver.
Well, it's 10 times that.
Even
In my
still.
world, 5 gold.
Well, it's like a billionaire asking him how much the price of bread is. You think
Yeah.
Ash really knows how much common clothes are?
Now do you get why I said, but he's about to pay for that.
Ugh, commoners.
He's probably like, I haven't bought
So,
clothes
do you-
in 12 years.
Do you go
I
put
don't
the
know
clothes
how
back
much.
on? Do you put the
But
new
you
clothes
have about a
on
boat
Yeah.
and
before you leave? Okay. So, are you just throwing away your burlap sack? Cool. So, on your character sheet, write that you have common clothes.
we had to keep the burlap sack. We can put
Thorin's
stuff
gonna
in
pick up the burlap sack because he knows it's not like good to just throw away in the shop.
I mean, there's like a trash can there. There's like a bin there.
Also, Thorin can use mending on it and make it a sack.
I mean,
Okay.
burlap sack, 1 gold.
I guess you have a burlap sack that weighs a half a pound.
Add burlap sack.
I mean, they're useful.
I just saw a message, Dimble. Using my brain powers. I
After
say,
the
we're
bear
on our
trap
way.
incident, I don't question things he keeps.
Well, what you do is you put
They
a bunch.
somehow come useful. It's like, I have a bedroll. It's like, they don't need bedrolls. My starting character doesn't have one. Fucking find bedroll!
You take a whole bunch of tea leaves, put them in your burlap sack, and then stir them in a kiddie pool, and you have kiddie pool tea. I mean,
There you go.
So,
And then I can use prestidigitation to turn dice to.
so the three of you got what you're getting at the tailor shop. Do you go looking for the rest of the party?
Yeah, I just messaged Dimble telling him we're done.
Okay, you walk out and you see them standing outside of another shop, just a little ways down.
Thorin, do you wave frantically like,
No. Because Thorin's still trying to, like, blend in here and not get a mark on his coin.
I guess we'll walk over then.
smart.
Nonchalantly, you know, very
Too bad I didn't do
casual.
an elf tax.
They call it the boat tax.
So, what are you guys doing? You're all together now, standing outside of the
So,
Wandering Wise Men.
Ash, how much do we have left from the coins that we traded in?
About 150 platinum.
What does that transfer to gold?
1,500.
I think some of this is yours. In the,
I'm gonna need 600 of that to go buy this water flask.
I don't have 600 platinum.
600 gold's worth. So how much?
60 platinum.
I need 60 platinum.
I guess I'll just give you your share plus some of mine. And I'll hand over 60 platinum in a smaller pouch.
Give me half the platinum.
75 platinum is a pretty good number.
I was waiting to see.
Mine.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I mean, you're the boss. And I hand over half the sack of 75 platinum.
You're the boss.
Alright, wait here, guys. Let me go grab these flasks. So if we got the money, let's go in and get them.
Understood, Dimble. Thank you.
So Dimble goes back in.
Okay.
Alright, so
She sees you. Are you back for the flasks of almost endless water?
yes, that the flasks. The bulk deal we talked about. You said about one flask will get us
About 2 weeks.
about 2 weeks, and
And that's if you're being like greedy.
but we'll probably need.
If like you're not rationing yourself, it'll last you like maybe 2 weeks. But if you're, not being a halfling about it, then it could last you maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
I'm glad they ain't out in the middle of nowhere.
Are you in the room?
So we'll take.
Not right now.
Okay.
So you said that you were going in to get flasks, right? Alright, Thorin's going to walk in after you.
My coin's getting marked. You were in the room and they had said that I would have grabbed your head.
So these only produce water, correct?
Yeah,
You looked at me from
we have others that
Don't do
cost way more that can produce things like ale and wine and
Well,
other
he might
spirits.
be interested in those. But let's finish the bulk deal first.
Are you talking?
As you walk in.
Okay, well, for the 9 that you wanted, it's going to be. I'll honor the 540 gold offer I made. And if you bring them back, you'll get 175. Wait. 225 gold back.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can magic be put on top of those, or will it disturb the water magic?
I wouldn't use magic on these.
Okay. But you can use magic on the water, like if you pour out the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many platinum is a gold? How many golds of platinum?
10.
So that'd be like 54 platinum.
That's right.
Alright, so Dimble counts out. How much platinum did you give her then?
75.
75. So Dimble counts out 54 and hands it to her.
She takes it and says, thank you. If you need anything else, let me know.
What's the return policy if they suck?
Well, they don't suck. They sit.
I am inclined to hate you, but that was actually pretty fucking good.
Illustration.
Dimble's gonna hang around. It's like, so I'm imagining you were looking for some kind of flask of alcohol.
No, I was wondering about like the flasks, cause like I can chill liquids, which would make it last longer.
Well,
You just have to have a cup to pour it out in, because I can't magic the flasks themselves. That's what I was wondering about.
well, imagine they'll quench your thirst a little bit better chilled, but
That's what I'm saying, yeah, and that might make it last longer.
Are you saying this in the store?
yes.
Yes.
we're-
She like turns around and says, oh, it's already chilled.
Oh, that's
Nice.
convenient.
See, the bad thing about cold water is you can't chuck it as easy.
I thought you might
as
have been
water.
asking if they have a jug of never-ending kombucha or something.
Nah, kombucha's best made when you like make it yourself.
Almost in the sale. Just saying.
Just by curiosity, how much is one of the ale or wine ones?
And she looks at you and says, how strong do you want?
Well, most of my
Or
creatures
just
are good
rot
just with a good cabin ale, but myself, I have a taste for elven ale.
We don't have any that do elven ale, but we have one that does elven wine.
Well, that's what I meant to say.
500 gold,
500 gold for the elven wine. And what about the?
but that'll last for almost 6 months.
Oh, nice. So it's almost endless wine.
Of course.
And
We don't ever do anything that's endless. You couldn't make money that way.
I mean, if you're doing it that way, then your store's endless.
I mean, it's smart business.
Endless breadsticks.
Until we break the law again, and they shut us down again.
I can't imagine you breaking the law.
And
This
what
place
about the
seems cool.
tavern ale one?
It's 100 gold,
Okay.
but that's only gonna last you like a month and a half.
We might be back for those, but we got some more important things that we need to buy first.
Okay.
Have a good day. I'm glad to see at least some gnomes surviving and thriving in this city.
Oh, we do more than thrive.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're next in line to sit on the advisory council.
Really? They're going to allow a small person on the advisory council?
Well, our family's been here for 400 years. They're bound to trust us at some point.
Fair enough. But that's good
Not
to know.
enough. They,
Maybe
like,
once you're on the
budget for
council,
breaking
you
the
can
law.
at least start putting the whispers out about curbing the small tax to not include gnomes, at least.
No. That gold, I just made money off of that tax, selling you stuff.
I don't understand how me paying money at the gate helped make you money.
No, you paid more here in the shop.
Rise up, eat the rich.
Right.
You paid 50 extra gold.
Hey, one chip and I'm crying.
You pay, little people pay a tax at the gate and in stores.
If I wanted to
You're going to charge that to your own people.
I do not want to try. Well, yeah, I don't have a choice.
But
How
you
much
don't
can
get
I
to keep
get
that.
in
That
this
goes
class?
to...
I get to keep half of
That's
it.
spicy.
I'm never coming back to the city again.
How much can I
I
get
think
in
you've
this
lost
flask
your
of water?
gnomish ways. Not being able to speak your own tongue, charging a special tax against your own kind.
Actually,
Well, new places require new ways.
Wait,
400
you can't
years
speak your own tongue here?
might be a bit too long for your family. I'm sorry. And Dimble hangs his head and walks on.
Thorin's gonna hang in a second. He's
How
like,
much
"You
if I
can't-"
wanted to get an endless flask of water?
How much what?
How much would it cost for me to
Wait,
get
I'm
an
gonna
endless
drop this
flask
right
of
here.
water?
I'll go one
Almost.
for everyone. Dimble steps out and hands everybody a
He
flask.
got one for everyone.
I was just asking, just because since I overheard that.
You were outside.
She like looks for a second. She's trying to remember what she said before. 65 gold.
Ah, I guess I'm short to you. Whatever. And I'll follow it out.
Well, you're not sure, but you're with him, so it's gonna be the same price. That's how the law works here.
Thorin hasn't left the store yet because he's like confused. Like, you can't speak your own tongue?
Well, at home, but not in public.
I was keeping it in mind,
What,
even though you were waiting on.
like, what languages does that encompass? Like, any that we know other than
Anything
Gnome?
that short people speak.
So, like, I can still speak giant?
Why a short person knows giant, I don't know, but yeah.
Alright. I just don't want to get in big trouble. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Thank you! And then he leaves.
Have a nice day.
And he takes the water skin from Dimble.
and this was the general store, correct?
No, this was the Wandering Wiseman.
Water Wiseman, that's right.
The Wandering Wiseman.
They're almost as wise as me.
No! The Wandering Wiseman is a whole bunch of turncoats.
Alright, let's walk and talk, but let's start heading towards the armament.
Well, do me a favor, roll percentile.
Is there... we know
You
that
just
the
did.
we know that the leather shop is across town. Is there
to call her out for being
a
a
basic
turncoat.
armory, blacksmith in this general area?
65.
Thank you.
You mean 69.
Was that Nimble?
We know that the leather shop is across town that we want to go to.
Yes, the
Is
Desert
there a
Elves.
basic blacksmith in this general area? Or
There's not like a blacksmith, but there is a shop that has like metal implements hanging in the windows.
like implements or like weapons?
Like you see a couple of weapons, like in the window, but like the window ones are obviously the display ones. And there's like a scythe and small cooking utensils, and there's like a dagger and a short sword hanging in there.
It's
So-
awful.
so
They're
what-
awful. They're so terrible. Trash.
So what's your weapon of choice? What do you normally wield?
Thank you.
So So you can say either a rapier or
A dagger.
You make that?
move your dice.
I mean, I mixed it. I didn't make them.
Oh,
He grew the nuts himself.
stub your toe.
Stub my toe?
I'm gonna pull a longbow. Longbow.
I'm asking, are you?
She gets an option of a short sword or any simple weapon.
Well, I'm just asking what she's proficient in.
Short sword.
I think,
Yeah, the rapier. So I would probably say a rapier or a longbow.
Longbow.
Or you can say both.
Oh,
You can say a rapier
Right
or
here.
a longbow.
both a rapier and a longbow.
Orc.
Why are you telling me?
Oh. Yeah.
So what do you? What kind of weapons do you wield?
Not yet.
We're gonna have to get you something.
Oh, wait, no, we are. Yes.
Rapier.
Rapier and a longbow.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if we'll be able to afford both,
Okay.
but we'll see.
We should get her a drum so I can get my loot back.
No, what we know. Rue, do you want to try going in yourself to buy a weapon?
yeah. Which one did you want more? In case I
Cheating
see
the
those.
system.
What?
I
Probably
like
a
it.
longbow.
You're cheating the system.
Longbow it is.
It's the thing that Thorin said, like, first thing was like, hey, we should probably send big people into stores.
Dimble's gonna hand him
Or Dimble and Matteo in the trench coat.
6 platinum. Well, what the change back?
How much is that considered gold?
60.
60.
60 Dimble gold.
What change back if there's any that's more than that you need to use range stuff on. And the rest of the group, let's walk up a little bit. We'll be waiting for you the next shop down.
Gotcha. And Brew will walk into the store. Do I see the shopkeep?
Eventually. When I look up at you after I stop reading something.
Fair enough.
After you get ambushed by a bunch of Shadowwalkers.
No.
Okay.
And they kill you. And
You
now
do
you're
see
dead.
somebody standing back there. It looks like a half-orc.
Half-orc? Alright.
It's
He
your
looks
brother.
to be wearing a burlap sack.
I'm gonna say in Orcish. Boy, how you doing?
Turns around at you and in a very broken, almost lilting Orcish, like he hasn't used it in a very long time. He says, "What can I do for you?"
Looking to just purchase some weapons. Do you perhaps have a longbow at hand?
He looks around the wall and says, "No, we don't sell the elven stuff here. You got to go to the tree people for that.
Oh, gotcha, tree people.
They're the only people who sell bows in this place. And at least any bow worth buying.
They just further down the road, or
Just go to the place with the trees."
trees? Got it. Keep an eye out for those. What about short swords? You have those? Or rapier? Either one. Really?
Yeah, we have short swords.
What about rapier?
No, because that's not what you asked for.
Yeah. Can I see some of your short swords?
They're hanging on the wall.
Can I take one off the wall?
Yeah. Just can't leave with it.
I'm gonna grab one and just inspect it. Try it.
I don't think you can leave with it. You're the slave. Or
I'm
not the
gonna
store.
grab it and inspect it to see if it's
What?
if it's durable enough, if it's forged good.
It appears to be dwarven forged.
Okay. Hey, how much is this going for?
Whether or not I forgot.
6 gold.
It's 50 gold.
50 gold. Is your master a dwarf? Did he make this?
Yes.
Is he here right now? I'd love to talk to him.
No.
All right. Just you.
Yes.
Right on. He lets you in charge. Just be in charge of the shop while he's gone. That's cool.
No.
So who's here with you?
No one.
So you're in charge of the shop by yourself?
No.
It's confusing.
No.
Bruce's head explodes.
Look, be real with me right now. Orc to orc. Blink if you are truly here by yourself. Blink once.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really feel like spending 50 gold on this. Just being honest with you.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave now and look for a longbow at the trees. If your
That's
dwarf,
more.
if your dwarf master comes back, maybe I can talk with him.
Yes.
Hey, have a good one. Hope, things get better for you than yes and no's.
Yes.
And Bruce is gonna back out of this building and leave.
He goes back to doing what he was doing before.
I will catch up to the group and look at Dimble and say,
That was an absolute waste of time. We're getting there, but-
They didn't have any rapiers.
You know, I asked for some stuff. I didn't get real answers. Let's just say that.
Oh, can I have my platinum back?
I hand you the platinum.
No, actually, this is mine now.
Mine.
This was a tax for making me go in there.
You need to charge them the short people tax.
Does anyone else see anything else in this district before we head over to?
Do we need any like sun coverings or things like that?
I point to my big hat. I already have some.
Because like I have a cloak, but I'm just thinking.
I
Maybe
do
you
too.
guys need some, but I'm.
Yeah, I think we need sunscreen.
You were in the tailor shop. Did the tailor shop have any cloaks?
I honestly didn't look. I kind of just went in there, bought whatever she needed, and got out.
You should always remember that you're going to the place where the people are called desert elves.
I'm waiting for that.
Well, maybe the elven people. You tend to have better cloaks anyway. Let's see what they might have.
Cool, that's where we're ending the session.
Woo! Guys, we didn't kill anybody in the middle of town. We got so close, but we didn't do it.
That fucking Will and that
Oh,
phenomenal RP
that was
right
so
there.
freaking good.
The biggest reason.
I was like, oh my god, I got him!
Yeah, I
And then
thought
he
we
popped out with some random ass bullshit about his court magician. And I'm like, you fuck.
God
Seriously?
I know that from Will because I saw it in my Star Wars game all the fucking time. Like literally, something would happen. They'd get like caught up in something, and he'd just be like, "No, what do you mean?" But I was like, just confused the shit out of me, and I'm like, "Okay, they're also confused."
Okay.
No, he didn't confuse me, but I know the guy, the caster, who's literally holding the fucking scroll, has to be confused by this. There's no way that he's not confused
I
by
thought I
this.
was the one who came up with this spell. You mean there's people stealing my work out there? I want to find them.
Right, because that's how it's supposed to come off. Like, he invented this spell.
Right.
And then Will's like, oh, my court magician said that if they get too far away, they die. And he's just like,
Son of a bitch.
what?
I thought I copyrighted this.
I did this!
I imagine there might be other towns.
Can you start Tavern Talk?
Yes.
Before I start
Other
to talk, I
towns
just
with-
let Gordon
that
know
has
that
slavery that has their own means of
We'll see you next
people
week.
there.
Don't know.